Hello, everybody. Welcome to our second session of Argemontus with our Friday crew. Name to be decided or to be discovered. Probably might be a better term. Last session was very intense that they had discovered in their Omar festival that they went through. They arrived at the festival with their friend Ashra, who was chosen. During the festival, her blessing was well received by Omar, and he appeared to grant everyone her boon that she asked for. And as he appeared, he was struck down by some type of ritualistic magic that seemed to destroy his form and possibly his divine essence. With that, several unnatural creatures from the Feywild, or Shadow Fae, attacked Astra and attacked other people as well. The party, all stepped in to save Astra and save the other commoners and assist the guards. You guys discovered that this was to be fixed if the local unicorn was able to be brought back to assist in a ritual. Not knowing that this ritual would lead to the changing or transformation of Astra from her elven form to a possible goddess now. With a sudden strike by the Archdruid Theodore, he placed the unicorn horn in her body, and she took on the remnants of Omar. And she says that she would give her blessings to Charlie and to others. And as she walked back through the same portal that Omar appeared from, the forest became green again. Everything seemed to become more peaceful. And we left last session with Charlie approaching the Archdruid.
Approaching is a very civil term for
Very
what I
civil
wanted
term.
to do.
At a borderline football tackle, the Archdruid.
Yeah, as soon as she's gone, I, immediately, like I said, go from just, shocked, sad, to just absolutely enraged. And, I turn to the druid and I'm just like, what the fuck do you think you just did? And I'll, you run at him.
I'd like to roll the grapple, please.
Okay. Go right ahead. You have advantage on this.
Awesome.
And I get to roll acrobatics for that, right?
What are you trying to do? You trying to punch him? Are you trying to assist him?
Or I'm trying to not be grappled.
No, you're not. No. Sorry. So, are you grappling the Archdruid or grappling?
No, I'm grappling Charlie.
Oh, you're grappling Charlie.
Yes.
Oh.
That's what I was hoping for.
Okay. Then yes, you can do acrobatics.
Okay.
I'd like to ready any attempt to intervene until after Charlie's landed a blow.
Much appreciated. Oh! Wait, what does a tie do?
A tie goes to the defendant, which is technically you. So as you are a strong cat, the suddenness and ferocity of Charlie rushing at her, you're able to hold her back, and then she just yanks with this primal energy, adrenaline fuel, and is able just to break free, to just bail.
I want to punch him.
Go right ahead. You have advantage because he is still tears and he's not moving. He just looks at you with these empty eyes.
What do I roll? Is that just a strength? What is that?
Do you
I have a -2 to strength.
You actually have an unarmed strike in your...
I do? Okay.
Yes.
Where is that? Is that in attack? Oh, no, I'm sure. There we go. Whew! I deal -1 damage.
Your blow though does not seem to do much damage. He just does like you see him just like not move, so react, fall to his knees.
So oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, as this is happening too, like, Charlie is, she's always had kind of this, like, energy around her of, like, very energetic, but, like, you can kind of see now there's, like, frost beginning to, like, form at, like, the, like, tips of her ears, and, like a cold breeze kind of surrounds her.
I'm going to just kind of, like, stand ready to intervene, but I'm using it like I'm looking at everybody else, like guards, and basically want to be the first one to pull them apart when other people look like they're about to pounce.
As you look at the guards who are screaming, you see most of them are in a state of shock. Some of them are whispering, what happened? What did he do? The guard captain seems just so convinced, like, kind of puts a hand up and, like, doesn't want to intervene. At least not yet. The Archer looks up at you, Charlie, as you just struck. We kind of fell back a little bit to one knee. Hate me. Despise me. I deserve it.
Damn right you do. What the hell was that? What just happened? Is she dead? What did you do to her?
She's taken on what Omar was.
Did she agree to this? Did you tell her anything that was going to happen, or did you just take that into your own hands of what you wanted to happen? What you felt the world needed to happen, or did you even approach her about the possibility of her no longer living for the sake of this stupid god?
It had to be done.
Why did it have to be her? Why couldn't you have just killed yourself?
Because it was her blessing that brought him forth. He didn't appear for me. He didn't appear for anyone else but her. In that moment, they had a connection. And that connection is what allowed his presence, his divine ability to transfer onto her.
Charlie is like, she's like shaking. She's so angry, and like she has like her hand like fisted in like his robes, like at the front. Like she really wants to hit him again, but she's like, no, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't even be doing this. So like, she just kind of like stares at him, just trying to convey all the anger and hurt that she's feeling right now.
You can see that you're holding him up, and you're literally just you holding him by the front of his robes. It's the only thing really holding him up. He looks broken. There's pain in his voice as he says, "She didn't know. She was a good person, pure person. And sometimes a choice has to be made that hurts the good. It takes away from the good."
A choice was not made. A choice was thrust upon her.
But now, maybe there's balance again.
I don't give a fuck about balance. and all, like, I guess I don't really know what else to say to him that's not just yelling at him. And Charlie's just like starting to realize that she's been acting so rashly where she never ever does that. Everything she does is very calculated. So she just like, she kind of like throws him to the ground and just walks away. Like storms away.
As you walk away off this altar area, gods give you a wide berth.
Before kind of chasing after Charlie, I kneel down to the Theodore. That's his name, right? Okay. Kneel down to Theodore. I just want to whisper something to him and just say,
"Listen here, you shrub fucking son of a bitch. Before I let Charlie cut you open and count the fucking rings inside your goddamn guts, I hope to gods you understand that we're gonna be calling on you for some favors in the very near future. We were chosen just as much as you and just as much as Astra to make something of this fucking mess. Your part is not finished, Druid."
And Zor's gonna reach out and say, "Yeah," and poke him.
You hear? You think I will have any influence or power after this?
Information is all the fucking power I need from you.
I will answer what I can.
Knowledge is true power anyway.
He kind of gets up, doesn't even bother like shaking himself off from like the dirt and grime.
just kind of hurriedly follow after Charlie.
Where are you headed?
And
Where are you guys headed? Back to...
I'm just gonna give him a good long hard look and then turn on my heels and follow Banks.
Okay. And as you guys leave this area, heading back over the lake, you see the forest is starting to change back to its normal green. You kind of hear the cries of jubilation, of cheering in the city as they are all witnessing their forest around them being saved. Where would you guys like to head to? Or Charlie, where are you rushing back to? As your friends are following you close behind.
I want to. I want to. Probably be like remembering what that one guy I met like a couple sessions ago told me about, like looking like you know where you're going even when you don't. And I'm not necessarily headed in any specific direction, but like I'm just like wandering but with a purpose. Does that make sense? I don't know what that purpose is, but like, you know.
Near your shoulder, Soul, Byron, comes flying down. Is Charlie gonna be okay?
I think she just needs some time.
Okay.
Have I noticed that she's like not going anywhere near the inn?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna reach into my pocket. I still got that platinum piece that Banks gave me. Banks, why don't you take Zor and our good little friend Byron here? I know when I'm sad, I usually like maybe a small party to cheer me up. You can take this. Make sure there are drinks and anything you think a party would need.
I think I can manage that.
Pixie hookers, got it.
I'm like, oh god, I don't want to know Banks' idea of a party, but I guess we're gonna find out.
You take
come on.
care of our girl here.
Surprisingly alcoholic and very herbal.
Come on, bird. Come on. I heard you like chicken. Let me tell you about how much I like chicken. And me and the bird are gonna try and bond this. I'm gonna try and bond.
If he does anything you do not like, you let me know.
You just take care of our girl and make sure you all get back to the goblin safely sometime.
I can
make
drive her
sure,
back if I need to. She's
comforting landing
surprisingly
space.
It's very tiny.
All right.
Scrappy though.
Alright, and I'll keep tailing Charlie.
Okay.
I'll probably after a bit like slow my pace. Because I'm like, I was going fast to like, I assume I was like taking dash actions and just trying to like stay ahead of everybody because I was just like
Okay.
rage walking. And but after I like spend some time like kind of on my own like trying to like mentally collect myself because I can like kind of feel what's happening with my my body with the whole Eladrin thing, and I try to like calm myself and like force it away.
Okay.
I've been tailing, but it's not like I'm trying to be stealthy. I'm just like walking behind about maybe like 10 feet.
Alright. As you're walking, Charlie, through these streets, people you hear this people start to celebrate again. This festival to them, it's back on.
That just makes her angry all over again.
You find yourselves, you don't realize it until you're right in front of it. You find yourself in front of the first days or second days you were here, them painting on one of the walls of Astra.
I'll stop in front of it. It was like the first time I stopped, and I'm just like looking at it. Is there like any sort of like paint bucket or anything around, or anything that I can like destroy this with?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
And so you see as you'll be following Charlie, she stopped. Now kind of like rummaging through random crates, boxes in front of this painting of Astra.
If you're looking to take up painting, I would probably suggest like the local store over there.
That's good. That's a good point. Do I find any paint cans or anything?
do find like a half-empty paint can. It does have some
Okay.
paint on
Okay. Because if I didn't, I was just gonna go to that store and buy some. I'll just take it and like throw it onto the mural. And oh god. I will. Wait, no, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to throw it onto the mural. I want to use it to write on the mural.
it. Okay.
I want to write, why can't I remember this god's name now?
Omar?
Omar, that one. For some reason I was thinking Zor, and I'm like, no, that's the character.
Different guy.
But I'm just gonna write on the wall, fuck Omar.
Okay.
I think your anchor is misdirected.
I think it's directed at exactly the right people.
I don't think so. I mean, you cared about her, right? I assume you still do.
I do.
Then why are you not supportive? This change came of not her choice, but it changed her nonetheless, and if you're still supportive, and if you're still happy for them, even though they've changed...
I don't even know if it's her anymore.
How do you know it's not?
They took her will away from her. They decided what was best for her without even consulting her.
How is that any different from life? You do not ask to be born how you are born. You do not ask to be good at books, and I did not ask to be strong. But we are still there. We are still happy for each other. We are still friends, I hope. Though, even though Astra is now a god, then you should still be happy for her and supportive, because she would still be happy for you, I think.
You say that I asked to be good at books, you didn't ask to be strong, but we made choices in our lives. We could have gone different routes. We made choices for ourselves.
Yes, and Astra
to do
could have
these
not
things.
gone to the festival, but she did. If you are still angry, I can help. How large is this back alley?
About like how deep or how wide?
I need to know dimensions, cause we're fixing. Soul is fixing to help out.
It's about like a 5-foot wide alley, and goes back a good 20-30 feet.
Like how we handled things when we were upset at things that we could not control. You can control your feast. You can even use magic if you want. I don't care.
Okay. So you want me to fight you?
If you are going to continue to take out your aggression on inanimate objects, then yes, I will be your opponent.
Okay. Okay. And I will start by, here's a question. Can I, for flavor, cast Shadow Blade, but, like, have it just, like, envelop my fist?
I would allow that.
Okay. So I do that.
Okay.
DM, can I still efficiently maneuver my glaive even within
Yeah.
this tight corners? Okay.
So yeah, I'll do Shadow Blade as a bonus action, and then, I'll swing at Soul, I suppose.
Okay. So you're gonna are you waiting for Charlie to make the first move?
Yeah. Wow, that sucks.
Hold on.
God, why do I keep doing that?
It's okay. I can fix it. So Charlie speaks some arcane words, and she cracks her knuckles as this dark shadow energy kind of just forms around her fists. She rushes forward.
Oh, it hits.
Yeah, it hit. Just doing.
Not for very much damage. That was a very bad roll.
This is a glancing blow. How do you wish to respond?
You let me do some shenaniganery. So did Charlie like duck, like step back with the strike of her? Or is it she continuing to like sail through, like and follow through with the hit?
She's not trained in like hand-to-hand combat. It's not really her thing, so like she's not really sure how this works, so she's probably being like real like messy about it.
Oh, okay. Then Soul's gonna show Charlie how she does it in the circus.
Okay.
She's gonna throw her like sideways, toss the glaive at Charlie,
Okay.
and then using that as a distraction, going for the chokehold.
All right. Give me an. Do you wish to rage before doing this, or?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Okay. So first, Charlie takes 3 points of fire damage. Does that happen?
This isn't gonna last very long. I don't have very many hit points.
And
Well,
So 3 points of fire damage?
I have to reset because it's not allowing me to open my page, my character sheet.
it is doing that for me, but actually for you, it's like literally just a few minutes ago. And then you may do an athletics check with advantage, and Charlie, you can do athletics or acrobatics if you so choose to.
Okie dokie.
There you go. 22.
So with the suddenness of this glaive kind of just being tossed at you, you not quite sure what happening, and with Soul's feeling like quickness, she's able to quickly just get to you, grabbing you by the wrist, spinning you around, and just put you in this like little chokehold.
I understand life is not always fair, Charlie. I do understand that. But if you get angry like this again, well, you can always fight it out. I'll maintain the choke.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess like she was kind of like about, you know, like this whole fighting thing to like take her anger out, but like is really annoyed now that she was like able to be grappled so easily, and so she's going to like she's just gonna like basically, and let me know if you'll allow me to do this, it's like the shadow blade I'm kind of saying is just like this aura kind of around like her unarmed strikes or whatever, so I'm gonna have it like, you know, like she wants to like elbow Soul, because like you're behind me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so like she wants to like elbow Soul, but like before doing that, like it kind of just like migrates from like her fist down to her elbow, so that like
Okay.
she does that. Okay.
Just go ahead and do another unarmed strike, though.
Okay. That wouldn't be a shadow blade attack?
Oh no, it would be a shadow blade attack. I'm sorry.
Okay. How do I...
Is it a disadvantage because she's grappled?
No.
Oh, there it is.
Spend
Okay.
another turn to. It's and Charlie's looking at inventory is actually a shadow blade weapon.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just-
What the hell is with these rolls? What the fuck? That's the third one on my damage die.
Yeah.
3 1s and a 3.
So as you're just holding Charlie here, she's just like lashing out, making these attacks, jabs, but just like more out of rage. And Charlie, your attacks usually are more tactical and focused, so these emotional attacks just can't find any true purchase.
Makes sense, honestly.
So how would you like to respond? You have her in a chokehold. Would you like to try to put her to sleep? Or...
I may go for the sleep unless she knows to tap out.
Okay.
It's the first time we've had to do
This
this.
is the first time we have to do it, but I do have the mechanics. So, mechanics of this lovely thing is going to be give me an athletics check. You are raging, so you do have advantage on this.
Oh,
Good fucking thing.
What
the fuck is with these ones today?
Ouch.
All right. I would say because this is PvP, I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. Charlie, give me a Constitution save. Okay. So you kind of wrapped her around her neck, choking her a little bit. However, she is still able to. She's not passing out this round. You'll need to continue this grip. However, Charlie, you are no longer able to take breath. So what is your Constitution modifier?
+0.
Okay. Don't worry, you still got a minute worth of air left in you.
Yeah.
But how do you want to respond as Soul's chokehold getting tighter and tighter around your neck? She's trying to like flex her muscles to
I think she starts to... Oh, did I take another 3 points of damage from the aura?
only if she releases. I'm sorry. So do you
Only if I did it as a bonus action, and I haven't.
Yeah,
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So I think Charlie's gonna start to like panic a tiny bit.
Okay.
Because she doesn't like being in this kind of position, so she's going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on Soul.
Okay. Does that have a verbal component?
Yes.
Okay. That will expend the rest of your air.
Okay, so I'll pass out if this doesn't work.
Go ahead and cast your spell.
Okay.
And so please make a wisdom save.
Oh boy, my favorite. Yeah, no.
Damn.
I like... So Charlie kind of like turns as much as she can and like the hold and is like... Because she can't breathe, it's very like unintelligible, but like she's trying to tell a really bad joke because that's how she casts the spell. And so it's unintelligible, but apparently it still works.
This catch you from surprise, and Charlie, you are let free from this grip. And she kind of falls as you look down at So, who's laughing at this joke.
Yeah, I assume like when the hold gets dropped on me, I'll kind of drop to the ground too, because I'm like, so I'll just kind of be like kneeling there next to Soul, who's also on the ground because she's laughing.
Okay. As you lay there, So, you just are stricken by this urge to laugh uncontrollably. Falling prone, another wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Boy. Even worse.
Oh man. Oh, I didn't know you had a -2.
Found my dump stat.
Ouch.
Yeah, wisdom was a oof. She's so Charlie. She's just still laying there, laughing.
Charlie, who's just like gone through just a plethora of emotions in the last hour alone, is kind of like sitting there, and she's like annoyed that like she didn't do better in this fight. She's still upset because of the Astra thing. She's like still kind of trying to fight off like the like coldness like seeping into her, and like she looks at Soul, who's laughing, and Charlie just also starts uncontrollably laughing. Like hysterical kind of.
Okay. Do you wish to continue the fight?
I assume that would probably be the end of it for me, at least. I just kind of be sitting there laughing, and like even after the spell like expires and Soul's fine again, I'd probably still be laughing.
No, did that help?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling right now.
It is okay. We can go again if you want.
Maybe rain check on that,
Okay.
because I'm still hurting from our last battle, so I wasn't at full hit points anyway, so.
What are hit points?
Oh, I don't know. I heard somebody say it one time.
I mean, is it like where you hit people in certain places? Like, I know like you can hit like back here and it really fucking hurts.
Oh yeah, like strategic points
Yes.
of contact. Yes, yeah. Really what it is.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll like just
Okay.
I guess I'll stand up at that point and kind of like try to like dust myself off.
And as you guys stand off, you see Byron the bird just kind of swoop down and lands on Soul Soldier. Charlie, I'm sorry what happened to Astra. But I think what Soul said was right. It's not her fault. It's not even Omar's fault, really. And even though that Archdruid is a huge dick for not giving her the choice, who killed Omar? Who did this?
I mean, we could be mad at them. Whoever killed Omar.
That might be a good place to place my anger. But, you don't need to be sorry for what happened. You had no part in it. What's done is done, and I must learn to live with the reality of things.
Life, it keeps moving forward. I mean, you try to leave it in a better place than where you left, yeah?
Yeah.
Well.
And then I kind of turn to Soul, and I'm just like, please don't tell anybody how pathetic I was in this fight. It's embarrassing.
Oh, you were terrible. I
It
will
was
have to
very
show
bad.
you the ways. It is okay. I will have you doing holds in no time.
Okay.
But it was a very good first tussle, as we call it. And how we celebrate is we go to drink.
That sounds nice.
And as the two of you, I assume, head back to the Golden Goblin,
Yeah.
Banks and Zor, you guys headed to the Golden Goblin to kind of prepare.
All right. So we have it.
Oh, we're prepared. We're prepared.
Here's what we did.
Okay.
Essentially, we've got a 3-part plan. Plan number 1 is, knowing Charlie like we do, we decided more or less to buy the bar out instead of turning it into a big, like, raucous festival.
Okay.
And to kind of keep it, just like pay the owner off to like manage how many people are allowed in and keep it to kind of the usual suspects.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the people we're pretty familiar with.
Private party. Yeah.
Okay.
Private party, low key, and then with the rest of the money or some of my own if we have to. Essentially, we want to prepare one of our rooms, like probably, I don't know if Zor and I have our own rooms or if we're sharing or what, but like we want like, we're going to like use this time more to create like a war room.
Okay.
And like, we've kind of got it narrowed down to like, Druid Theo, the king / monarchy or whatever, creepy painter guy, and the warehouse wheat man. And it almost, I would say, looks like one of those like red string like rooms with everything like connected and like kind of laying stuff out.
I would say there is one name that you are forgetting.
Yeah, who's that?
Falcon.
Besides Falcon.
I think Falcon.
There was.
Hasn't Falcon done it?
Definitely Falcon.
There was another
He's
name.
at the top. He's at the top with all the red strings.
Yeah, it all leads back to him.
We're absolute. There is like the big question mark. I would say is like the like who
Falcon
fucking killed
question
Omar.
How does Falcon tie into this?
What other name are we?
There was another name mentioned by Theo. They were trying to ascertain that.
Oh, that's right. Starts with a C. Was it Cassie?
Cassidon.
Oh, the guy
Cassidon.
from where we're from.
Yeah.
No, the guy from
somewhere in Doveport.
The guy from Doveport.
Doveport.
Yeah.
Doveport.
Yeah.
Isn't that where?
So, mostly though, like we're trying to like localize it. So the thing these 4 that I named had in common is that like we're preparing a pitch on like, let's tear this place down some, or like not, like if you want to get your punches in, let's like take a minute and just kind of topple the establishment before we blow town. Some real quick anarchy.
Okay.
I think we're gonna sow a little. We're gonna sow a little chaos here.
Yeah. Travick definitely agrees. He's just gonna charge you guys for not charging you extra. You see him actually kind of tear up. You guys tell him about what actually happens to Astra?
Yeah. We'll fill him in.
He kind of tears up at that and says, "Oh no, it's horrible." Okay. And as you guys are going off, he does pull you off to the side, Zor. He goes, "I'm sorry, I will need your help with something. Your friends do seem reliable, though. If you want to include them, that's fine with me. If not, just see me later tonight."
And I'll say, Zor will say, "I understand, friend. And the new ones I'm getting to trust, but Banks definitely. We're good. I'll let you know later."
Okay.
And kind of wink, just the not so sly.
Got it. But I'll prepare everything for tonight.
Would also like to, ahead of time, see if before the shops and stuff start to close down, want to get a very nice like dragon chess set to give to Charlie.
That's definitely doable. A very, very, very nice set would cost like 50 gold pieces. But
That's my thing.
you can get a pretty good chess set between 5 to 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
I would say
Well,
I would say between around 5 gold pieces. For like a really nice one, it's
okay.
like dark.
I'll be willing to go up to like 15 gold.
Okay. There's a
I
very
got
Let me
50
check. Maybe we can go in on it.
For,
Maybe we can go in on it.
For 15 gold, you can get a really nice. It's almost more like it's obsidian versus like obsidian chess pieces and this white like quartz crystal piece. So you can get that for 15.
Cool. And then we'll.
I'll split that with you if you want.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You can pay 8. I'll pay 7 since you have a little more history.
Thanks. All right. Cool. Then so aside from that, we'll just kind of be waiting to receive the 2 when they're good and done.
Okay. And you said 3 points. What was the third point?
Oh, the chess set. It was the
Okay.
third.
Yeah.
So it was buy the bar out, plan the war room, get the chess set.
All right.
Ooh,
Don't worry, guys.
that was fun on the stream.
Charlie will be right back. Yeah.
While Charlie's restarting, Rich, my armor class reset to the original 14 without unarmored defense, and
Okay.
my rage
Until
reset
then,
to 2.
Until then,
And
Charlie will be played by Rich's chin and my hair.
yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. What happened with you? Okay. I will fix things because I can fix things. Like. You're back to 17 there. And then what was the other thing you said? I fixed the.
Rage is only set to 2 uses. I should have 3, but they're all expended.
Yeah, I thought I did fix that.
No, it's not on my character sheet.
Okay. I fixed that during the break.
Welcome back, Charlie.
Oh, now we have to do a little bit of.
I don't know what's happening with my computer. Because now it's worse.
Alright, no. I'll might have some. I'll message you through Discord, see if I can help you through that.
What is it? Zoom's lagging your PC?
I don't know if it's Zoom or if it's Foundry now, because before it said that Zoom was taking up most of my
In the task
power
manager?
usage, but now it's saying that Chrome is. Now it's saying Zoom is again. I'm very confused.
Okay.
But like I say something and I don't see my video moving until like a second and a half later.
Yeah, your video is
So I
out
don't
of
know
sync for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is my voice in my video out of sync for you guys too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is for sure.
Okay.
Technical
Yeah,
difficulty.
I don't know.
For all your wonderful voice, technical difficulties figuring this out. As how is your Discord though, Charlie? We can try switching over to that. Maybe? I don't know.
My Discord is fine.
I would say
think.
check Task Manager and see if that.
Yeah. Yeah. Discord doesn't say that anything's going on, so It's just,
I just try a restart pretty soon if you can't get it in the next minute,
Yeah.
yeah.
If we need a restart, we
I'll
can.
probably do that.
or restart your PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that.
Oh. Unfortunately, this. I'm actually going to put those guys watching. We're just going to go on a quick break. I want to help Charlie with the tech issues, and then we'll get back to this real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, for the technical delay, but we got everything fixed. Everyone's in the right position. Yes. All right. Banks and Zor, you have kind of spent a bit setting up the Golden Goblin for some type of soiree to cheer Charlie up. Gone out to actually get her a nice dragon chest set.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Charlie, as you guys walk back,
So your approach was very good, but you need to follow through with the hit. You need to put your whole body behind it and follow through. Let it travel through you. The arm is an extension of your body.
Okay.
I mean, it is, but, you know.
But,
Follow through. I mean, I barely felt that punch. I will be
yeah,
completely
but I'm
honest.
Also, how do I put my weight behind it if I don't have any weight?
There are some people that also use other people's weight, but that's some weird shit that I have not done in a while.
Explain?
We'll get to it later.
Okay.
Pick
I'm
you
like,
up and put
I
you in
have-
my pocket.
I have like a notebook out and I'm like furiously taking notes. Like, okay, put your weight behind the punch.
Well, I mean, you could also break somebody's joints easily. You can easily like crush the top of their feet. Or hands are usually a really good one, especially against, you know, people that do magic, because you always need your hands.
That's a good point. If I did not have my hands, that would be quite unfortunate in a fight.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
It's true
I
for
mean,
most
I am.
people.
Yeah, true. I mean, I suppose I'm more physically fit into it than most wizards because of my discipline, but I'm still not great at it.
That
I
is
usually
okay.
rely a little bit more on my magic.
That is okay. If you're small, that means you can move quicker than someone who is much bigger.
There, you
I have
got
not
it.
I have not won against Dracos yet, but I do tend to get one over on him every once in a while. It's because I'm much faster than him. He's big and slow.
All right, I'll have to find a way to use that to my advantage.
Charlie, as soon as you walk into the Golden Goblin, Tharik leaves the bar and in a quick dwarven hug gives you a big one. Squeezing you and kind of lifting you up. Oh, and Charlie, I heard what happened and it breaks my heart.
With the hug thing, Charlie's just kind of doing the like plank thing where she's just like, I don't know what to do with this. She's just like, thank you. There.
You can see that his eyes are red. It's like, I talked with Banks and Zora. We're gonna have a little private affair for her.
Like a funeral?
No, I told Banks a party.
No, not a funeral.
I mean, I suppose funerals can be parties.
It's more like a private party is all we've done here. And I'm just gonna
we're
step in
gonna
and
party.
put my
We're
hand
gonna
on the
party.
shoulder.
Let me tell you, we're gonna party.
These two chuckle fucks just up at the bar, just kind of cross-legged, drinks in hand. Yeah, we're here to party. Are you here to party?
I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. She's trying to act cool, like she's like, haha, yeah, you know, I'm outgoing and stuff like that, but she's not okay.
And I kind of, as I'm put my hand on the dwarf's shoulder, and kind of get him to release the hug on Charlie. I would just kind of speak in a quieter tone. We've also prepared something a little quieter upstairs when you're ready. Thought maybe you'd like a drink first, even if it's, only the one. It's up to you, though.
I'll just pour her a drink and hand it.
I'll fucking down that bitch.
Yeah, and I immediately take the glass and start pouring another and hand it to her again.
And before you even hand it back,
Laura's
I'm just like,
yeah.
Give it to me.
Grabby
hand.
This is good. The young one's learning.
I'm just like drinking super fast. I'm like, you guys are about to meet Charlie you've never met before.
Oh,
all right.
I met Fisticuffs Charlie, and Fisticuffs Charlie needs some work.
so kind of like the sober Zor. You've just never met him.
Pray you never will.
Horrible
Let me
person.
tell ya.
Nobody wants that. Nobody.
Resor is just an accountant.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Do
like
you know
the nicest guy. Like, just wants to do laundry all the time. Shower.
Just like completely white collar.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. But
Don't like him. Nah. Not my style.
And I'm just gonna be like drinking coffee with like a like spiked with whiskey a little
Okay.
bit, but mostly trying to keep my wits about me.
You actually put coffee in that?
I understood coffee.
It's good for you. Keeps you.
It tastes terrible.
Well, everything does until you develop a taste for it.
Zor's
the
just
whiskey
not convinced at all. He's just kind of slowed down, little deadpan stare, as you explain.
And as you guys, the drinks are pouring heavily and quickly. It seems that your cups are never empty very long, if ever. Several on top of the bar, there are several like empty bottles just kind of rolling back and forth. What are you? Does anyone wish to do anything during this party, in particular?
Charlie's getting wasted.
Okay.
We'll start some, toasts. Just kind of raise a glass to transformations. Seems that we're all due. And may our experiences lead us into a better us. Just raise a glass and kind of pass it along.
Yeah, I think Charlie, she's used to going out with Oberyn and, to bars and stuff, and, but he's taught her, all her social skills that she knows, basically, and, he's always taught her, only drink enough to, still be, have your wits about you, but, have fun and stuff like that. So, she's never been, drunk, but this time she's just going for it.
Okay. As you're going for it, you're just getting hammered. Travik is there with you, getting hammered right alongside you all. Just drinking and drinking. In a drunken slur, he goes, Charlie, I really think you should be the one to have her belongings.
Oh, no. I barely knew her.
You two were very close.
I mean, we could attempt to find some family if she had any. I suppose I never got to know that part of her. If She has anything
She has a brother.
around here?
No.
Oh, well, maybe
You saw
I
a
can
note,
find
right?
him.
There was a
Yeah,
letter.
the note that like led us to this bar. This tavern.
Oh yeah, that's the one that you tried to
That
like episode
fell
1.
open. It just
Yeah,
fell
it
open
fell
in my
open.
hand, and I happened to see some details about things and put it right back.
Yeah, she has a brother. His name is Zoran.
Zor.
Zoran.
And I just like point to like Charlie points to Zor, and she's like, "You're her brother." How does that work? She's an elf.
That is rude. He may be adopted.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, I was adopted.
elven dwarven relations go back a long way.
Yeah, but you're like a full dwarf, and she's
I
a
am-
full elf. How does that work?
I'm at least 1.5 dwarves, actually. At least.
It's like, oh,
He's
okay.
Zor's gonna pour another drink for Charlie, but like I would like to, like, as I hand it to her, I'm gonna try and cast guidance, kind of on her as like a little touch of the hand as I hand the drink over.
Okay, easy enough to do.
Yeah. And yeah. Let's see. How do I cast that from my character sheet again?
Spellbook
Spellbook.
and cantrip. That's cast guidance.
Yeah, did it do it? It's not doing it, is it? No. Let's see, standard roll. Oh. Nope. Must target token. Okay.
That's just like a D4, right?
Yeah, it's a D4
add
on
to-
ability checks.
Okay.
I just wanted to be in the chat. Let's see, where's Charlie? There she is. So I go like this, and then I can do that, and this, and one more thing like that. Hey, yeah?
Nice.
Yeah, alright. Fumbling through the technology.
We're getting there. Alright. And you are... As Zor passes you a drink, you feel your abilities being...
Zor can tell she's she's new to this game. he's looking out for her. He's gonna
Aw,
throw
thank
some
you.
guidance towards her. You gotta at least make it up the stair set tonight.
I am very capable, thank you very much.
I can tell. It's yes, of course you are. Of course.
I am top of my class. I shall not be talked down to.
Absolutely, I would never.
Okay.
As things are kind of winding down, I'm gonna see if I can get everybody together and just see if perhaps they're ready to go see the party part 2, which is the
Party
war room.
part 2. Party part 2.
This is
Like-
my favorite part 2.
Oh God, he brought women.
Oh.
Listen, some parties are about booze and whores, and this one, not as much.
That doesn't sound like fun.
My apologies. I tend to not jump straight to the booze and whores party package, since a terrible misunderstanding in a previous party planning endeavor.
Yes, my friend has taught me about this. It's called pre-gaming.
Yeah.
This is the pre game.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of this before.
We'll go into the pregame soon enough.
Oh, then what's the actual game?
Yes.
Waking up the next morning, that's going to be a game.
Oh.
Attempting to.
Yes.
Implying that you go to
Soul's
sleep.
not wrong.
Yeah. I don't sleep, so you know.
As we open the door to the room that we've prepared, and kind of have the dragon chess set wrapped up, sitting on a desk in the corner of the room, but mostly I want to draw the attention to the elaborate makeshift planning package that we've put together, and just kind of do like a flourishing, well, now, I understand if this isn't the time and we may not want to get into too much detail in our current state, but I couldn't help but thinking that something seems to have drawn us all together, and you don't know a lot about me personally yet, but the events that took place today, I have a reverence for all of the gods. This incident in particular has triggered a certain compulsion in me, religiously, and I feel very drawn towards sowing some chaos. I thought that presenting this to you might cheer you up, and this is something that you are interested in. I would like to suggest that we start with some of these people and just kind of like have like drawings of various people.
Please tell me they're all
names.
shitty drawings.
Oh, they're
Oh
terrible.
my god,
I
they're
don't.
like little tiny like stick figures, like.
Well, especially because like I haven't even seen, like, I've only heard about the painter guy, so I just drew the douchiest looking, like as douchey as you could make a stick figure.
I'm just imagining like a stick figure with like a paintbrush and like mean eyebrows, and there's like stink lines coming off of him.
Flies, you know.
And yeah, just like and he's like standing in front of like a flaming house, like holding like a big paintbrush, looking all dorky. And then we've got like Wheathead Man, like also stick figure with giant stalks of wheat coming
Like you don't even
off.
you don't even have to try with him. He's already a caricature.
Yeah, that one was dead on.
The emphasis
But,
was on the wheat. Literally just a stick figure, but
Yeah.
the wheat.
yeah, it looks like all like realism, like watercolor.
Oh my god.
And then let's say we can talk details later, but if you're interested, and I hope that you all are, I suggest that we teach the entire town a lesson. Is more or less my feeling. But in the meantime, I thought you may need some. You may want some friends to play a game with, and we just kind of like nervously shuffle over to the present and hand it to Charlie.
It's not my birthday.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
I just said it's not my
I mean,
birthday.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, it's a good guess, honestly.
Happy birthday.
Could have been.
Yeah, sure. I'll open it.
Inside this wrap present is a very fine set of dragon chests. The black pieces are like this obsidian stone, shiny, elegantly and detailed carved. and the white pieces are like these quartz crystals that have like this almost opaque sense, so you can't quite see through them, but you feel like you look in and it's like the smoky interior of it, with this very elegant black and white marble chessboard.
Charlie starts crying.
What did you do?
This is
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
this is possibly the kindest gift I have ever received. I mean, kindest gift I've ever received for no reason, which I don't normally get gifts for no reason, but you know.
Don't really need a major reason, but I wanted you to know that you've got friends. We're here for you, and if you find you need a game, I don't think any of us are fit to be your match, but I suspect that's the case wherever you go.
Well, I'm quite intoxicated right now. If any of you have a chance, it's right now.
I've never.
Well, get in there, Soul. You challenged her on your terms. I think it's Soul's turn now to play.
I grab my
Inebriated
bag.
dragon chess.
I grab my bag and I take the chess set that I already have, which is a very basic chess set, not nearly as good as this one. And I set it next to this one on the ground, and I'm like, "Come on, I'll play two of you at the same time."
Wow.
Okay. What does the little horse one do?
Well, you see, the horse, it moves in an L shape, so either 2 forward and 1 to the side, or 1 forward and 2 to the side.
Why doesn't it just move forward?
I don't fucking know. I didn't make the game.
Okay, so the little ones.
These are called pawns. They move forward once at a time. They can only take out opposing chess pieces diagonally, and on the very first turn, the first time that you move them, they can move forward twice, but only on that one turn.
Oh, that is stupid. Why do you have them if they are weak?
Because they are frontline soldiers. They're expendable. You use them in place of that came out wrong. I don't think soldiers are expendable. I'm saying that.
I'll turn to Soul and say, you know how when Banks runs out in front of you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like a distraction,
Okay.
I mean, I'm a little more than just a distraction. No, actually, that's fair. Yeah.
I will attempt to play this new confusing game of intellectuals.
Yeah, I'll kind of go over the basics of how each piece moves and stuff like that, and then
This bitch here can move however she wants.
Yes, and
She
is the most
strong,
powerful.
independent woman who don't need no man.
Exactly. She is the
Appreciate.
strongest piece on the board, and she must protect the king as opposed to the other way around.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I've done that a few times before.
Okay. As you guys play,
Who else am I playing?
Just kind of pushes her forward.
Yeah, and I just, I'll immediately pick up the king piece and start, looking at it from the bottom.
I've got my clipboard out, and I'm just I'm very distracted by it.
The clipboard that
I'm
Banks
gonna-
just always carries around because that's
Yeah.
apparently how you look professional in any place.
Wait, you mean
Yeah.
that doesn't come stock in a disguise kit?
Yeah, exactly.
no, it
That's-
does.
yeah.
It totally does. Like that is like this guy's
It's
hit
also
101 basic.
functional.
Like it's a clipboard and a fake mustache. It's like the stapled item.
It's like
Yes.
a top hat, a fake
mustache.
mustache, a pair of glasses, and the clipboard.
The
That's all
glasses with
you
the
need.
nose. That's the glasses with the
Yes.
nose.
Oh my god.
Those, Charlie,
Let's
please.
see, is Zor on the, he's on the old chess set, right? Not the dragon one. Which one is Soul playing on?
I don't care.
I don't know. You want to
No,
play
don't make
for
me
it?
pick. You guys are already going for it. No, should we roll for it?
Yes.
Up to the DM.
I would say Soul's playing with the new set
The new set.
because Charlie was explaining the rules and such to
Yeah.
her.
Fair enough. So I think Zor is going to pull out like a knife and start trying to improve the king piece that he's holding. Like
It's not phallic enough.
he's just gonna like try and improve it. The craftsmanship is not up to his par.
Okay.
And I see that. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Don't worry. I mean, this could be so much better, you know. Then you could have two really good ones.
What are
And
you
he
doing
kind of
to him,
he
though?
looks at the dragon set like,
I don't catch what you're saying.
and he'll just go back to like, he's gonna.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you do this anyway?
I re-explain the rules to him.
So and Zora, please give me an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Charlie, please give me 2 dragon chest checks with disadvantage. Because you are drunk.
Yep, I saw that coming. Alright, so the first one will be for my dragon chest that still isn't working. That's just an intelligence check though, right?
Ouch.
Yeah.
And I'm proficient with it, so alright, so the first one will be for soul.
Okay.
Oh, and then the second. Oh my god! I am. Jesus!
Even though you are getting a bit intoxicated, the starting moves, starting forms are the same, and you just it's more kind of like more muscle memory, intelligence memory, as you do a Sicilian Sicilian or a attack in one, a Fibonacci.
Like, yeah, have you guys been watching the Queen's Gambit? Because I'm like that.
Yeah.
And you were able to take the dominating lead in both games. And then please, let's do the second round, the mid game.
Not bad for a dump stat.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that,
Spanish, though.
Wow.
with that, I would say the middle with you and Soul, Charlie, kind of tie off. Just trade in a bunch of pieces back and forth. You know, taking the bishops, taking knights, and it just kind of like empties the field. However, the Zora seems to just be more focused on carving and like making the pieces look nicer. So
Zor
actually,
definitely
no,
pulls-
Zora wins.
Yeah, because I have disadvantage.
Disadvantage. And even with his carving, kind of changed the shape just subtly enough. You didn't know what you were doing. You thought you were taking a pawn, and it really was.
Like, wait, why did you carve the pawns to look like the knights? That's quite confusing.
They're way better looking.
I mean,
I like plate. The knights are in plate. Look, these pawns, they wear nothing but robes or cloth. I don't know. What do pawns wear?
I'm just like, I don't hate it. I'm just saying that it's quite confusing.
Zor's definitely trying to like sound like he knows what he's talking about.
Okay. And then the final and last, the end game, is now tying a.
You know, I felt bad because you said the
Oh.
pawns were expendable, but you know, they could be of use.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. In your game against Soul, you are victorious. However, playing 2 games at once the slight changes Zoe has made to the pieces, and the bit of double vision you have from drinking so much leads you to lose his game against him.
That doesn't count. You are cheating, sir.
We're gonna learn to drink a little better, you and me. Give it some time. I'll show you the
We'll
way.
learn to cheat a lot harder.
How do you drink better? Isn't it just...
It's a skill, definitely.
I
You-
mean...
Could or could not become proficient at it, like I am. And he'll kind of give the same, like,
Is there something in your eye?
over-exaggerated wink. No. Does that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm sure.
And as you finish the game, you are in a room with several names and connections. There's a falcon with all these question marks around it, a Cassidon.
I'd also have like a sheet set up so that we can like quickly pull a cord and just like cover it all. Like,
Can I request, as like Zor is, carving his side of the chessboard after you're finished, I'm like, can you carve this side of the chessboard, but can you have it be like these people that are up on the wall? So like make one look like Falcon, make one look like the weak
absolutely. And Zor gets
Yes.
excited by this because he needs that seed of inspiration for his work, and immediately will start into trying to recreate the likenesses of Banks's phenomenal work. Really phenomenal.
fantastic. Thank you.
And then carve the queen into Astra.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And Zor would like to spend the most time, if you can divide it, up on the queen.
Okay, easy enough to do.
'Cause he knows how much she would appreciate it.
Yeah, you are just taking your time. You're not rushing this process. You're making sure that you do a fine job. So it's like this is not a job you can finish completely tonight, but you can finish kind of carving Astra into the queen's place tonight.
Are there like comfy places to lay back since we are all thoroughly intoxicated?
There's throw pillows. And like those
Okay.
big, really big ones. Like not quite like beanbag size.
I didn't know if there were. I was fixing to say I didn't know if there were beanbag chairs in here.
Yeah, it's not a party without beanbag chairs.
Yeah,
What kind of war room would it be?
not the fun kind.
You gotta be comfy while
it's
you
really,
talk
it's
tactics.
just look like fantasy beanbag chairs. It's just like leather bags stuffed with hay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but like Soul is like intoxicated. She's happy. She's got like the edge taken off that's usually there a little bit. And if no one's really paying attention to her while all this planning and stuff is going on, that's really not her bag. She's gonna take her lyre out. Just pluck along a little aimlessly.
Okay.
Kind of like how the drunk dude at the party somehow always ends up with a guitar.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wish to perform a piece, so, or just aims? It's kind of like tune and play.
Sure, it can be a little bit of a piece, at least as much as Drunk Soul can remember.
All right. Now let's see. Can you please give me a performance check?
Yeah, it's not good.
As you are playing the what is the lute, if I remember correctly, or the lyre?
Liar.
As you play the lyre, there's a little bit out of tune, and you just kind of fine tuning it, like fixing the strings. You do play a simple song just to kind of like check your scales, little arpeggio.
Like I said, this was Soul's warm-up act before she got older and she got stronger. This is like you're a cute little kid. Here, play this thing.
I would find myself like, from what you've known of Banks so far, like he has some musical instrument talents, but like for the most part, he's more of like a linguist bard. So his like when he hears music, though, even with your inebriated playing, like his speech almost starts to like envelop or like move at the pace of your music naturally, and just starts to even kind of stutter and stumble in parts that you would, and then like picks up with it and is very much like kind of yeah, just like following along verbally. At this point, I'm not sure, like I guess we're just kind of having like chill night post-party discussions.
It's up to you guys. You guys wish to,
but
kind of like awake almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie gets up and she starts doing like the drunk girl dancing thing, just like.
Zor definitely wants to like pull out his hammer and start like trying to learn how to be a drummer on the wood floor of the room. He just wants to be a musician so bad, but he's not. So he's gonna start with the drums.
I love it.
Yeah. You guys kind of start to get impromptu jam sesh with Charlie just kind of just dancing in the corner a little bit.
Yeah, I'll sing some. I'm gonna be like kind of switching between like more lyrical and like kind of talking about like some of the people that we have it out for, and just kind of like singing some just like satire about each of them and making fun of their stupid wheat heads and all that stuff. And then at some point, though, I would ask Zor, maybe it'd be better to save this for the morning, but didn't you say something about a meeting?
Yeah. You talking about my secret meeting? That's what you mean?
Yes, the secret meeting. I'm at this point like coffee and whiskey, like equally kind of like
like wired and buzzed.
Yeah, like becoming like kind of spun out.
And Zor's just kind of like just getting into his groove right now. He's like,
Zora's like completely unchanged.
He really loves watching the change happen to his crew. It was the most exciting part because it reminds him of when he used to get that feeling himself.
As close as he's gotten to
Is that a new side
dragon.
quest?
That's always chasing the dragon and the pile of gold.
He's
beneath
getting
it.
like a contact high from being with us.
Ah, yes, this is what fun looks like.
Oh, please, do tell me about this secret meeting. You tell me about this secret meeting.
Listen, man. I'm just saying. I don't know. We've got jobs. We've got jobs up here. We've got jobs down there. We've got so much on our plate right now. But I know we need capital. We're going to need connections, and I think that if we manage, and we're gonna need more whiskey, and we're going to need.
Soul in her inebriated state is still thinking Banks is just like spilling out lyrics. So like every once in a while she'll repeat what he says, where he says like we have jobs. We have jobs.
I love it. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when Banks is like, oh, we need capital and stuff, Charlie's like, damn straight we do. Being a wizard is not cheap.
It is
Yes.
not cheap.
We have research to do. And let me tell you, I have this... Soul, how do you feel about being what we call in the business a honeypot?
Five Clover said I was not old enough to do that.
Oh, well, here's the thing. This... I've been, and I, like, point to a part of the drawing where there's, like, a stick figure cat wearing, like, a robe, like a makeshift cloak that has, like, wheat drawn on it. I'm like, okay, so here's the deal. We're gonna get this wheat-eating motherfucker he's gonna fall for you so hard, he's gonna give it up, and we're gonna get in there, and we are going
is he going to give
rob
up?
this. Well, listen, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but we are going to give up. He's gonna give up the access. Access is what we're after here.
Okay.
And seems like this fella's connected, and he's like kind of like drawing a line over to the painter, and he's like, and so we get the funds, we are going to be able to, and this guy, and he's got the ear of the people. He's what we call our propaganda artist. He won't even, and just like before, like
What is propaganda?
Well, propaganda is one of the strong, and he like across to the other side of the room. Kings and queens are very hard to dislodge by force, but sometimes you can take someone with the ear of the popularity and just kind of like trying to connect all these dots like very loosely, and yeah.
Okay, but what if he doesn't like draw the things you want?
Well, then we put a bag over his head and we beat the shit out of him.
I'm good at
The
that.
shit
Which is
out of him.
Oh my goodness.
We call that Plan B.
Why can't
Charlie,
that be plan A?
While you guys are all talking about this, Charlie is over by like the poster or like whatever that you put up of like the plans and the names and stuff like that, and she's just like writing down notes on each of the things of like she's doing her thing that she normally does, like tactical planning and stuff, but like she's writing down notes, and then I'm like, Plan B, beat the shit out of him. Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you all wish to do before you sleep off this party?
No, I think I'm ready to just try and pack it in.
I have, I think stuff I want to do when I wake up. Maybe.
Okay. That's fine.
As far as kind of, I would love to reflect on some new spells and finally maybe cast my what is it? Blessing of the Forge on my armor.
Ah, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think at this point in the night, Charlie's like to the point of intoxication that she's just doing the like belligerent drunk thing of like, no guys, I want to go to the library right now.
It is probably closed.
Knowledge is never closed to those who have their minds open.
I do not think your mind is properly open.
My mind is always open. It's 24 hours a day, baby.
I'm gonna go for like grabbing like the first arm Charlie has extended, just grab it, finagle my shoulder like up to the abdomen, just whoop.
Just, no, put
Yeah,
me
go
down.
and
I need to go to the library. It's a very important.
You are going to bed to sleep this off.
I don't sleep. I am an elf.
Whatever the fuck it is, elves do.
And then I will go to the library tomorrow.
We can go to the library tomorrow.
I don't even know why I want to go to the library. It just feels right.
It's creature of habit.
Alright. And I think with a very fun party coming to a close, we can take a long rest.
Ooh, good. I'm at 7 hit points.
Eh.
And you guys wake up the next morning. Some of you with a little bit of cotton mouth or dry mouth from the drinks and parties the night before.
How do I long rest?
If you open up your character sheet and the bottom left of your character portrait, there's a little guy in a bed. Just do that, and the one all the way on the right is the long rest.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
And you may change your spells. And what armor do you wish to, or weapon do you wish to do your blessings to?
I'm gonna do Blessing of the Forge on my own chainmail that I am wearing.
Okay.
So it should be a +1 to AC. For the until I long rest and
Yep.
do it again or change it. Yeah.
So now you have an AC of 19.
Holy wow. Yeah.
Hot damn.
Hey, that's what I have when I'm blade singing and
Hot damn.
have mage armor up.
You should do that more often because, no hit points.
Yeah. I
Just saying.
I do it as often as possible. Let me assure you.
Frontline wizard.
Yeah, I have 14 hit points, so if I get hit a couple times, I'm probably done. But the
That's
point
like
is,
half of my max.
Yeah, I should not get
Yeah.
hit. Is the point?
And never a DM is going to worry about that. So, as the morning rises and Byron your friendly bluebird is singing trying to whistle a tune, but doing so very poorly. As you all wake up,
It is the thought that counts.
he goes, I'm sorry, I was just practicing.
Sol is in since she slept like a rock from last night. It's like full cat yoga this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the obnoxious cat stretches. But it's like you're almost like showing off at that point of just how flexible you are.
Okay.
I think Charlie, even though she insisted so much last night that elves don't need sleep, actually took a real long rest, 8 hours.
It is odd. She's still in bed.
I know, I never seen her sleep for so long.
I did not know elves did that. I hung out once with a pair of elven twins, and they never fucking slept.
Yeah. I mean, I never really hanged out with elves before.
It's okay. They're always hanging around. They were rope dancers. His joke.
Ah.
Hey!
I'm glad Byron is not amused.
Just
It's I don't get it. Yeah, I'm just furiously note taking still.
yeah.
Your clipboard got the clipboard.
in
Placing
between
circles
just
under
shots of
my eyes.
espresso.
Zor.
Yeah, I think
wild
when-
hair.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think when Charlie finally does wake up, she puts a lot of
Oh
work
shit.
into like making herself look presentable at all times, but like this is the least put together anybody will ever see her. And she probably comes downstairs with like her ponytail is like half down, like all the hair is just like matted against her face, and like she's like she doesn't have her coat on or anything. She has like her shirt, but it's like buttoned wrong, like
Charlie, I am so sorry, but
what? Huh?
just like the
Was that the
smoothing it
eyebrow
out, like,
or the
no,
bangs
like,
or
no,
what?
the bangs or something like that. I'm just like,
Okay.
let's just fix that a little bit. It's like a cat
Mom,
grooming.
don't. Like when your mom licks the
Yeah.
Kleenex and
It's leftover cat behavior. We had the inclination to groom each other. It is a little bit weird.
Zor
Except you.
completely forgot to meet with True Anvil last night. So that's going to be the first thing he does when he stumbles down.
As you go, it's like, I heard the party was going on. Don't worry about it. Like,
It's fine.
do you? Can we talk? Do you want to do you want to do it with your friends, or do you want to do this mano y mano?
And he'll kind of look around, like, over his shoulder for his Banks in the room, like, making sure that,
I'll
At
come
least
down
Banks.
with everybody.
yeah, at least Banks, if not his whole group is there.
Charlie
And
is
then,
like face down on the bar, just like.
but-
mm.
Once he checks and, like, makes sure they're all there, before he answers, he's also going to, like, turn back and look over the bar, looking for those, like, special Bloody Marys for breakfast.
He does have the special Bloody Marys.
He's like, that, why don't you bring a round of that over to us? I'm gonna go sit back down with them,
Okay.
and you just come on over and we'll talk.
All right. Yeah. So he kind of gets a little cocktail tray over and makes 5 glasses of them, and comes over to a table for you all. Sits down with the glasses, clink clinks. And with this lovely drink, those who drink it can roll a d4 and will get a one-time flat bonus that they can use on their Constitution save for the next 8 hours.
Also, like, if
8
I don't know
hours?
if there's like a coaster or something, but I want to like basically pour like just a tiny little puddle's worth and like pass it over to Byron. Like,
Okay, I will roll for Byron.
just give him a little
Here you go, bird.
something to
Lap
taste.
this up, bird.
Can I
There
give
you go.
Theo some
That's
too
a
then?
good bird.
Sure.
Yeah, Theo gets some too.
Y'all are almost as bad as my Sunday game about getting animals intoxicated.
Oh,
What?
Byron
Oh.
did drink. I didn't mention, but Byron did. No, I did.
Byron drank last night?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you got a 2.
So I get a +3, and my familiar
Plus
gets
four.
a +4.
Plus four,
Yeah. There's a one-time bonus to a Constitution save that you will make. And it's gonna go as Mr. Truehammer goes like. So I had a job mostly for Zor, but you all seem like a reliable bunch, and Zor vouched for Banks, and this is a little bit of a job I need Zor to do and help me out with. There's a package that I need to make sure gets out of the city, not really detected by anyone. It's
I'm the best at being undetected. Everybody knows that.
yeah. Mostly, we just don't think anyone would actually think he has anything important.
And he just kind of
This is
glosses.
one
That's
of
like
his
in one
greatest
ear,
skills.
in one ear, out the other. When he hears that part, yeah, he's like,
So there's a messenger, a quarter that's going to meet. I can arrange to meet you all, and you just need to deliver the package there to him, and everything will be done.
I look at Banks and go, easy money.
Well,
Okay.
is it now?
You know me. Yeah. What? I don't make any money that isn't easy.
I mean, is it like money? I haven't heard any
And I'm going to turn to
terms
True
of
Animal and go,
payment yet.
there is money, right?
Yes.
See, I told you, money, easy.
I can't. It's not much. It's only 80 gold pieces.
How far away is this destination?
It's just right outside the city. You can get there in like an hour walking. Like that's from here. Like it's not even that far. Just I'm worried that they might be following me if I leave.
And what would happen if someone were to stop us and examine the contents of this package? How much trouble do you suppose we'd be in?
Just a
It's money. We don't worry about that, right?
Usually you're supposed to ask before investigating someone's package.
yeah, like unless they actually know,
Yeah.
that they won't know.
Do
Like,
people
do-
stop
do-
you often and ask to investigate your package?
Yeah, it would
All
just
the
look.
time.
Look, I'm a satyr, and people are curious. It's just
You keep a large package on you all the time. I understand.
All I can say is very important that this box isn't opened. It's a small
Right.
little locked chest.
He'll lean in and go. Wait, you don't mean me, right? I can open it, right?
No. No one can open it.
And he just wants to make sure that no one overheard him
Yeah.
asking that, because he just wants the air of assumption that, of course he can open it. He's the one being asked for the job.
You guys won't even have the key to open it. I don't. The key was actually sent separately through some
You
traders.
always need a key to open a box.
I can make keys, and he just kind of winks at Banks. Don't worry.
Well, you'll be meeting a Jenna Fairy Pants if you accept.
Fairy
I'm
pants.
totally
Is that
in.
truly their last name?
It's
I am.
listen. Sometimes I just don't ask, and I just go. I just nod
Fucking
and say,
in. Point me in the right direction. I'm on my way. I have so many questions for fairy bats.
Are they a fairy? Because it would be weird if they weren't.
No. She's a gnome.
The pants are just fairy made.
I
is
don't
it?
know. Listen,
All right, look, everybody, we've got a mystery. Clearly, we've got a mystery to solve
Forget about
today.
the box. We just need to know about this last name.
Our
And
contact
as a
just
consequence-
upstaged the whole quest.
As a consequence, we will deliver this box.
We're gonna be over there anyway, since we have to inquire about their name.
so you're gonna do the yeah. This is a yes to accepting this.
Absolutely.
Okay. The meeting would be right before dusk. So you guys have the whole day to
Great.
do whatever you guys want to do. Do
I
you
have
want
some shit I gotta get done.
Do you want the package now, or do you want it later?
You hold on to it. I'd rather not be responsible for it until we're on our way, if that's all right.
Yes, Banks is rather irresponsible with his packages.
I'll look
You
at
never know.
Zor's
with
gonna look at
whom I
Banks
might
and
leave
go.
it.
Zor's gonna look at Banks and this is my package.
Yeah.
You go ahead and hold on to it.
Boys, we can share packages.
It's very
Oh,
rare
we're this
that
kind of group now.
it's very rare that like Zor gets approached for the job, you know, and he's like, no, you go ahead and hold on to it. That sounds good. If you know.
If Zor says so, then that is absolutely what we're.
Okay.
Master of packages.
Master packages.
Zor is.
Well, just come back and pick it up whenever you guys are ready. I'll have the package waiting for you.
We get one more package joke for the road.
I'm trying to think of one now.
Can't do it on the spot. Good.
I used up all my packages. Sorry.
Yep, you will be safe. Your package will be safe tucked away here, and then we will all care for your package on the trip.
Yes,
Yes,
it's a very
yes.
important
Yes.
package. Delicate,
Absolutely.
would you say?
Please tuck this package away.
Yes, this package is
Tuck it.
very important. It must be tucked away from any prying
tuck.
eyes.
Absolutely,
treat it
especially
gently.
from the front view.
And
The
treat it
view
very
from
gently.
the obvious view. Tuck it away.
So what's everybody doing today?
Oh, okay.
I'm
well,
gonna try and
Charlie-
find some potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to buy some potatoes from the market.
Easy enough to do. The market is kind of like the day after festival, so it's a little bit spun out. How many pounds of potatoes would
Like
you like?
70% off to potatoes
Oh,
because it's the last
shit.
day. They don't want to ship all that shit home.
Right, like I'm hoping that this is the end of the festival, kind of
Yeah,
like,
Omar
oh
Khan is-
man, we didn't make enough fries, so we have to offload these potatoes at a discount bulk rate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like going
Here
like
we
potato
go.
shopping the day after Halloween.
Absolutely, yep.
So let's see. I would say you can get 10 pounds of potatoes for
That's a lot of potatoes.
5 silver pieces.
Oh great, yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, how much is that? Was that Bloody Mary drink?
He didn't ask for any money.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I would love to tip him at least a gold.
Okay. He
I'ma throw-
gladly
I'ma
accepts
throw-
the tips. He just not.
Yeah.
He seems to just be keeping a running tally.
Remind me again, it's 10 silver to a gold.
Yes.
Okay. And you said
10 pounds.
How much silver for 10 pounds?
5.
5. Thank you.
Plus.
Charlie, are you going to be? I know this is a long shot, but do you think you'll find yourself in the library today by any chance?
Quite possibly. I would like to stop by a magic shop first and get some supplies, but was going to be looking for a quiet place to inscribe into my spell book.
I was wondering if there was any chance you might spend some time doing a little bit of research on Holm, the goddess of fertility, the one to whom our wheat-headed friend worships. I think it might come in handy, just when you get the chance.
Sure, I can take a look.
I think we're going to have to give it some tutorials with Soul, and Soul, I don't know if you're busy today, but I thought maybe we could start practicing.
For the honeypot.
Okay. I just wanted maybe, I don't know, a new glaive or something. Since I
Yes.
don't come in the cities too much.
Let's do it. Let's go shopping.
I feel like Biggs is talking about all these things about like, oh yeah, like go have like some research about the wheat-headed guy's god, and like talking to Soul about the honeypot thing, and like Charlie doesn't remember any of it from last night. And so like she's just like, sure, I'll look up this wheat god, but for what reason? Like I feel like either right before or soon after they got to like the private party is like when she blacked out.
That's when everything becomes a haze. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. So as you guys head to the library.
I head to a magic shop first.
The magic shop
because I would
first.
like to
Okay.
pick up the supplies needed to transfer these spells to my book.
Have you been to a magic shop here before?
No.
So, do you wish to ask anyone for directions, or look just
Yeah, I'll ask the barkeep. What was his name?
Mr. True Anvil?
Yeah, him. I'll ask him if he knows of any like magic shops in the area or anybody who might know about magic shops.
Oh yeah, I know. I know of a magic shop. It's called the People's Fate. It's kind of on the border of the Willow and Oak District. And it's run by an Adriel. She's a lovely elven lady. You can
Alright.
typically get some magical items from her.
Alright.
She does charge a bit much, unless you have something to trade.
I'm just looking for simple supplies, so hopefully
Okay.
she won't rob me blind.
So, let's do with you, then let's do that. So, as you follow the directions, this is a large, what looks to be a actual willow tree, who actual branches and leaves have kind of been magically altered to give like this more iridescent or pearlescent shine to it as the sun hits it, like that kind of like rainbow glitter, as this single story building made out of this willow tree. You walk inside and it contains large bookshelves filled with books behind a glass with on either side a horn skull with a crystal in his eyes. You see behind the counter a very scrawny female elf who's wearing like these black cloth garments, and kind of has a hunchback over her left shoulder. She has these decorative small antlers around her head. They kind of hide her thinning black hair. And she has these dull gray eyes that kind of just, like, it's very small. And she goes, "Oh, hello. Welcome to the People's Fate. I'm Adriel. How can I help you?"
Hello. I'm in search of supplies to inscribe spells into a spell book.
Oh, of course. I can definitely help someone out with that. Approximately how much would you need?
100 gold pieces worth, please.
Okay, very easily doable. And she's like, you see her like kind of like limp over and pick up the stack of paper and ink and says, "There you go. Is there anything else I could interest you in?"
Actually, possibly. and I'll kind of like rummage through my bag and grab something that I had almost completely forgotten I had. Um, it's the little magical cube that scarecrow that came out of that scarecrow that we fought.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna like take it out and I'm like, I know this isn't magical anymore, but it's not exactly something I've seen before, and I was wondering if you had any insights into how somebody would make this, what it is, things of that nature.
Yeah, it does look like a interesting device, and she kind of picks it up, and you see her kind of like poke at it a little bit. I would say this is a work made by an artificer. Though the exact who it did this can't tell you per se.
Are they common around these parts?
No, they're common in that new city place at the ancient chasm bridge. They're common over there. There's all their fancy technology and new spangled doodads.
And what's the name of that city? It was ancient.
Ancient chasm bridge.
Okay. Interesting. I'm not well versed in these kinds of things. It's intriguing, but completely foreign to me, so
Yeah, this is no more than just like a junk paperweight now.
yeah, I can tell. But why? I mean, the thing that we got this from was rather I feel like evil is a strong word, but definitely leaning towards it.
This thing was just following commands, and perhaps it wasn't effectively commanded with what to do.
I'm just confused as to why somebody would leave that there.
What did it do?
It was just a scarecrow in the middle of a field.
Of a cornfield?
Yeah.
And what did it do?
Well, I suppose things scarecrows do, but then also it was talking to us in our minds.
That's... Maybe it got lonely.
Lonely. Can constructs be lonely?
Everything breaks down with time. Perhaps it was just meant to keep things out of the field. You said it was just doing scarecrow things.
But that's the thing, it wasn't trying to keep us out, it was trying to draw us in.
So it can keep you out.
That's...
If you have a purpose in life and you can't do your purpose, maybe you try to find ways to make your purpose happen. Or perhaps maybe it was just an evil son of a bitch who wanted to fuck with people.
That is definitely a strong possibility. Well, regardless, thank you. And I'll kind of put it back in my bag. And all right, well, thank you for the supplies, and I'll be on my way.
Good luck with your magic.
Thank you.
And let's go over to Soul and Banks. As you guys leave, Byron is flying with you. Kind of just tagging along. What is it that you practicing the honeypot, or
I'm following her lead and
okay?
just there to support
I
her in
want
her
to
shopping.
see about. I mean, this one is nice and it was a gift, but I don't want to use it all the time because what if it breaks?
Okay. You can travel. I believe you guys know of a blacksmith already.
Zor met one.
So I'm at one. Does the players remember? Did we discuss?
We didn't discuss it in character, but it was
No.
Mr. Strongbones.
Mr. Strongbones, yes.
Thank you. I knew Zor remembered the name.
You and
Yeah, he was that guy I
but
got drunk.
Bo might not have.
yeah, he was.
but-
He would. Wait, was I remember? The,
Zor got him drunk, yes, during the
Yeah,
arm wrestling match.
Yeah.
Directed the arm wrestling mess. So you can go to his little small shop, though he's more of a furrier than an actual blacksmith.
Right. Yep.
So you're looking for a more weapons-oriented blacksmith. You can. Okay. So
Horseshoes are lovely. The horseshoes are lovely, but I need something that can kill things.
give me an investigation check, please. So see if you can
Oh boy.
find another one.
I would help her with that. If it...
Okay. Good. Go and roll with advantage, please.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay. So you ask around and you say, "Oh, you want Preston's Mall. He's a good blacksmith."
Never met a Preston blacksmith. You met a lot of Preston accountants. Preston, book smart name. Preston is typically, in my experience. But I'm interested to meet this Preston of the mall.
They give you directions to his smithery, and it's very odd because this is a blacksmith that's kind of, again, made from these trees who have been sung and shaped into buildings and structures. However, a smith inside a tree is not a great idea. So this one has an actual constructed building along the side. A single-story building with a green tile roof and actual stone, brick red stones with mortar. On the kind of attached to the side of this oak tree. You hear the cling, clang, clangs of
Thanks, I'm still trying to figure out what is an accountant.
It's a fucking Charlie shit. And with the numbers and all that.
Okay.
Not particularly my strongest suit either. I'm good at counting money, but once they start doing, I had a teacher and they were like, I have this many apples, and you eat some apples and share apples with. If it's not coin, I'm pretty bad at counting it, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I know basic math, just, we never got that far.
and as you
Well, it's someone who does it professionally.
enter the smith's shop, you see a man with this very calm demeanor as he just kind of over a counter drawing on some scrap paper. And he's wearing like this violet overalls, like this dark purple violet overalls with a off-white cream shirt, and he has his his head shaved bald. And he just goes, "I'll be with you in a moment. please look around. If you see anything that you can afford, please let me know.
So you look pretty, like, buff.
Not super buff.
Blacksmith buff.
Not super buff. He looks more like lean and tight. You look around. The shop contains several weapons, a few hammers and mauls, and he does have a few pole arms. And let me just get to my list.
Immediately to the pole arms.
Okay.
Kind of following behind Soul, but kind of as she like heads straight over to the pole arms, I would kind of whisper like, "You got to don't seem so eager. When you find one you like, you want to say, this might do something non-committal."
Okay.
It'll help with the negotiations.
So, you see a very elegant trident that has this three tips have been made into what looks like to be fangs. And they kind of curve inward. And the handle itself seems to have like the spiral of like a snake's body going down the bottom.
I'm gonna like pick it up and then do the whole thing where like seeing where the balance is on it.
It is very well balanced. You see, it has a nice spin and heft to it. And as you spin it, you do see a price tag spinning around attached to it.
Okay.
This is the triple bite. It is called. And it has a price tag of 6,500 gold pieces.
We're going to put that one down.
Yeesh.
You see a nice spear that has like these barbs along it.
Hey.
You see,
Would pick that one up and investigate it.
you see a similar price. This is a spear of wounding, and its price tag is 950 gold pieces.
And I'm putting that one away too. I hope Banks is just watching her like pick it up.
Just
I look like I'm interested in this.
no.
Like, oh no.
As you put it down, without even really looking up, if you're looking for the
Discount section.
clearance aisle, just go
Dad,
right
can
over-
I afford this?
you just look in that corner over there. And over
I
there,
will go.
there's a regular
in the
trident and spears and mauls. Is any particular martial weapon or poem you are looking for? Another glaive?
I like glaives. I like pole arms. Anything that has a little bit of reach to it and a
Okay.
familiar weight.
So there is a glaive there that has like 3 rings along the back end of the blade, and it has a very familiar weight to it. It makes a very, as you spin around, makes a very like clinging sound with
Is it like jingling keys in front
Yeah.
of a child?
Yes.
This one. This may do.
He goes.
Very good.
You see his price tag is 20 gold pieces.
Allow me to speak to my accountant.
Yes. Numbers, and you carry the one, and uh, oh, I'm sorry. Did you find something that you would be interested in? 20, but this one, it has, I mean, I guess it's a bit of a fixer-upper, and you do plan on actually stabbing people to death with it, so that's...
If you wish to practice stabbing it, just let me know.
Okay. What, do you have space out back, or?
Yeah, you see him just like, so just a moment please, and you see him bring out a large taxidermy of a bear that has like several like wounds like kind of into it that's been like very not like greatly fixed. It's like, you may attack the bear.
Is this like this is? I'm sorry. What? This is a glaive or a spear?
She has
And
a
it's-
glaive in her hand.
Okay,
That's
it's a
a glaive.
glaive, and it's just like a straight up regular glaive.
Regular glaive.
Is that?
It might work as a decent base, but anything else, I might suggest that you talk to our friend Zor. He's, I mean, a fantastic blacksmith and could probably craft something for you very specialized into your particular tastes. You know, so long as there's no magical properties involved, you might. Just a
I
thought.
mean, I just don't want to break my usual one, because my usual one I was given as a gift and I don't want to break it. But it's unfortunately the only one I have right now.
Okay.
Zor's ears are definitely burning right now as he's shopping for potatoes.
Well, let's pick this one up, and maybe you can have him make you something, or start working on something for you for
Okay.
longer term use.
Then I guess this one will do nicely.
Okay. There's also javelins and spears if you're interested in any of those.
Kind of want to like a net.
Want a net?
Yeah. Yes.
This,
Yes, net fighter.
This store does not have a net for sale, but you can definitely get a
Yeah.
net.
Yeah, I'm not like super particular about it. Like something that just like to have in my bag of tricks for just feel like the FBI badge. I just have a feeling that someday I'm gonna want a net.
One day.
Dude,
So, do you
net and a trident. Like, you know, net, trident. I don't know. Not that you would
Yeah,
use a
I will
trident.
be inclined to purchase
Okay.
said glaive.
It's 20 gold pieces, please. There's
Would try to like talk him down some, like really just look, I understand that this is from your discount section, but honestly, 20 gold pieces. This is hardly worth the haggle, but we do have some other purchases to make today, and I'd feel a lot better paying 15 for this one, quite frankly.
make a persuasion check, please. Okay. Why did you not? There we go. He goes 17 and 5 silver.
Deal.
Okay, then I guess I'll pay him. So it was the 15 gold and 5 silver, you said? Okay. Oh shit, getting math.
I think it helps you grow.
Okay. Math is done. As you guys leave the shop, Byron's kind of fluttering around. It's like, I don't know how to bring this up.
I mean, you usually start with talking.
So, like, we all know was really wanting to be a human again, right?
Yes.
I don't want to bring this up around Charlie. I don't want to be a human again till Astra's an elf again. Like,
Well, you just, I guess, tell her.
like, are you guys gonna like go after the people that did all this?
I mean, it's more than likely. I mean, you should see the wonderful thing bank split in the room.
Yep.
Did you see it?
I
With
saw
all
it.
with all the string and
What?
stuff?
Like, I want to help. You think I can help?
Again, I wonder if I think if you stick with us long enough, maybe we don't have to put a timeline or an order of operations on this. If we see an opportunity to help you, we're going to take it. And I am starting to suspect that none of us knows exactly what direction we may be pulled. But we're going to need to be dealing with strong magical political figures and probably going to need to delve into all sorts of areas in which we are none of us experienced entirely. So I think the opportunity to help you is definitely there.
Okay. Yeah, but like, I feel like there's more important things happening.
I mean, you can't necessarily put an order on anything that happens in life. If it happens, it happens. And it happens when it happens.
So, you guys be okay if I help you?
I think so. I mean, you've been good company, so I mean, might as well.
Okay. Thank you. Just wanted to like voice this.
Appreciate it. I think it's a very noble sentiment, and we're all very concerned about Astra and what this means for her. So I appreciate you and your assistance in this process.
Okay. And as you guys head to get Banks and Net, as you are finished buying your potatoes, Zor, a familiar figure you see is shopping with several bags, but like designer cloth bags, of Galena,
Oh,
wearing her green satin dress with the low cut, and you see a trail of men like offering to carry things for her, and she sees you and just like gives you a wave and kind of like skips over. Oh, Zora, hi. How you doing?
it's my lady, and he'll just kind of bend, almost prostrate himself.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so good to see. I heard what happened. Oh, it was dreadful. Dreadful what happened.
Yes, well, It was very unfortunate, and well, we have plans to make good.
Oh, that's wonderful. Plans. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, is there anything I could ever do to help? I know I haven't been around much. The suite opened up at the Dancing Dryad, and so I just couldn't resist. It's such a much better room than I was staying at.
Of course, I understand. No problem. And Zor has always been a little wary of Galena, and can he tell if she's trying to like poke him like towards like he doesn't want to like divulge like that they have actual plans. He's just like kind of subtly letting her know that
She's kind of interested. She's definitely like always. She's the type that's asking questions and always like very keen on what is said.
Oh, so plans, yeah. So what you got in the bag?
Oh, I bought some new dresses and such. I can't keep wearing this one, and it just didn't really match the color scheme of the suite I'm staying in now. The suite has more of a fuchsia color, and this doesn't match with it. So like I like it when I'm able to like slink off this dress, that like everything matches.
His eyes kind of glazed over at the fuchsia comment. Just like, his world's been full of like
What the fuck is fuchsia?
browns and tertiaries. He's like, But as soon as she said slink off the dress, he's like, and his face got beat red, and his hand immediately went for the flask. Immediately.
Yeah, I'm really lucky that I was spending so much time with the Golden Goblin because the best room was taken at Dancing Dryad. Now it's the occupant left, and I can finally stay in somewhere that my station deserves.
Of course.
And the bed is amazing.
Only the best.
Yes, the bed is amazing. It has these 4 posts, has these little rings on them, and like these little nice silk covers. It's just, it's so comfy. You can just really, it's that good balance of being like really soft and subtle, and just like you can just squeeze it, but then you squeeze it and it has this nice resistance to it. Have you ever squealed?
The rings, do you think they were stainless forged, or could you tell if they were a single piece construction, or...
I have to admit, I don't have the same eyes to details like someone of your skills would. Perhaps you should just come over and examine them for yourselves. You can test the strength of them.
Zor very seriously like takes that as like he's thinking about this like maybe I should go look at these steel rings.
Yeah, you should definitely maybe come over later tonight. Do you have any plans tonight?
I have to check with Banks about my plans for tonight, but I'd love to see the steel rings. Just to are you sure you don't know if they're seam welded or single piece?
Honestly, I hate to say that. I was a little focused on something else, and my eyesight was a bit obscured by this
Rope.
Yeah. He's very one-track mind when it once he got on the thinking train about the construction of this amazing 4-poster bed, but he's kind of oblivious to her ways. So,
well, will you come by later? Should I come to you? Will you be at the Golden Goblin?
Yeah. We always are. Yeah.
Okay.
You should come have a drink. We love it when you're here, when you're around. Yeah, come on.
Of course.
Come on by.
Of course. Well, I must go continue my shopping, but it's so nice to see you.
Yeah, of course. Nice
Please.
to see you too. And he's gonna wipe the sweat off his brow like he just he thinks he was pretty smooth right there.
You see her do her, like, one-way model catwalk away.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nailed it.
Stainless rings. I bet they're probably not stainless, are they? I'm definitely gonna have to look into that.
And then we're going to continue the circle back around to Charlie as you arrive at the library. With
Indeed.
a very familiar little librarian there. Oh,
Little gnome girl.
Little
who has
gnome girl.
the two people inside her or something.
No, that's not the two people.
Okay.
Just the regular gnome. Oh, you're back.
Indeed, I am.
Anything in particular you're looking for?
Mostly just a quiet place to work.
You may go. Just pick a table. Remember to stay quiet.
Yeah, I'll go off on my own. Before I find like a place to sit down, though, I'm gonna search for like the book that Banks wanted me to look for,
Okay.
or like the information that he wanted me to look for. I don't want to like ask anybody for help. I'm just kind of
Okay. Give me an investigation
cruising
check,
on my
please.
own. Okay. Wow, that sucks.
As you're searching, you are able to find like the religious section about deities and such. However, as you get there, you see that several people are working, and you overhear them talking. There's two like cloak librarians. Listen, I was told I would need to take down all these Omar books. It's not Omar anymore. Like, we shouldn't be, like, we need to change this into, put this in more of a, history section. And you just see them kind of, like, just talking about Omar, and you hear them mention, yeah, Astra is supposed to be the new goddess of the grove. I don't know what's going to happen. The Archdruid has been exiled by the king.
Charlie's like trying to pretend that she's not listening, just kind of like looking through the books or whatever. But like when she hears what they're talking about, she clenches her teeth and stuff. But when she hears that he's been exiled by the king, she can't help but be like, fucking good.
You are able to find a little bit about home. However, you were kind of distracted and getting the right birth. You found out that home was once is the goddess of life, rebirth, and Scion, or spring. And she is very deeply focused on her believers only worshiping her. She was in a relationship with Onar, who actually is Omar's twin brother. However, I'm sorry, not Onar. My brain. Ebon. And Ebon cheated on her.
Scandalous.
And when she was recovered from being cheated on, she kind of now makes sure no one other worships whoever worships her doesn't worship anyone else because she doesn't want to be hurt and jaded again. So she's very focused on like, listen, I come first. I don't want you to be texting any other gods or praying to any other gods. She is very anti undead. Very believes that those that die should either remain dead or if they were not healed and not able to be resurrected, then they should not come back. You can. There is a somewhat an Inquisition squad or sect, though the name you can't really find. It is about like an actual paladins and clerics who go around, and the one job is just to rid the area of undead.
Can I tell if like all her followers are like as enthusiastic as Mr. Wheathead? Like, do they all base their entire sense of self around her like her image of like, oh yes, I'm going to make myself look like a wheat stalk?
No, it is that is definitely the extreme. Like the knights wear light blue armor with golden highlights, but they don't do like the hair and all that. The clergy wear mostly golden clothes, and they have actually a blue hat that represents the sky with the like a symbol of like the sun. So he is definitely on the extreme for some reason.
Okay.
And then
All right.
spend the rest of the time you transcribing some spell scrolls into your spell book?
Yes, I am going to spend the time to transcribe Alarm and Charm Person from the spell scrolls that I have.
Okay.
And that consumes the spell scroll, right?
It does.
Okay. So I will erase those.
And
And that's going to take me like 4 hours, I think, because I think it's 2 hours per spell level
Yes,
or
it
something
is.
like that. Okay.
okay.
And I'll make sure to add those.
And when you copy a spell from a spell scroll, you need to succeed in an intelligence check. Just so you are aware.
Get it? Come on.
I was unaware of this.
Here we go.
If
Is that a
whenever you-
homebrew thing?
No. That is.
What?
It is actually a very. If you copy from a spell book, there is no check. However, when you copy for a spell from a spell scroll, you must succeed on an intelligence arcana check with a DC equal to 10 plus the spell level.
No. Well, I most likely am
Or
fine.
the scroll goes poof.
Yeah.
So, Arcana check. Am I able to use the help action for my familiar?
You are.
Okay.
Oh, do you still have does she still
Okay.
have my concentration or guidance?
Unfortunately, that disappears after a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it
passed
was the
them
night
both, though.
before.
For
so-
the night. So the first one you were able to do quite easily. The second one, you almost misspelled an incantation wrong.
So you're
But-
just kind of like bops her a little bit. It's like, no,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This.
Theo's like, what are you doing, man? Come on.
Right here. Right here.
You're better than this.
You are able to get those in the 4 hours that you spend there. And then back to Banks and Soul with buying the net. You guys are very easily able to buy a net. It would cost
I just
you
want to buy a net.
7 silver pieces.
Cool. Done.
And then
So what do I have to learn how to do again?
Well, for starters, are you very religious at all?
No.
Okay. So I assume in the circus you've worked with or been around actors and such, right?
Yes.
We're going to build a character for you to play, and this character is going to be very religious. And when Charlie gets back, they're going to tell you all about the goddess Holm. And you are going to be a devout follower, and we're going to make you into a very respectable woman of business and stature.
Okay.
And so we would kind of like start talking about some of the to start kind of helping her like with like etiquette type things, especially in like speech and mannerisms and like how to carry herself like
this is very different than me learning in my teen years.
Oh yes? How did you go about learning in your teen years?
I mean, do you want to know?
Do I? Yeah, I'm a little bit
okay.
afraid to ask, but yes.
I kind of like grab onto Banks by the hand and I sweep the leg.
Oh.
I mean, it worked with the blacksmith apprentice.
Yeah. Yep. I imagine that. Yes. And you're going to want to keep a lot of these skills just on the surface, ready to be the trigger to be pulled, so to speak, at any moment. Because when this inevitably goes tits up, then we're going to need Plan B. And
I thought Plan B was with the artist.
Plan B is we're gonna paint in broad strokes. Plan B for just about anybody is put a bag over their head and beat them the fuck up. That's a universal Plan B.
Okay, so there is always a Plan B.
Yeah, Plan B. And yeah, like, and so we have things like nets and yeah, like heading back, it would show her like from my disguise kit, like some of the ways that I would like to. I'm working on some clothing options for her, kind of trying to get her all decked out.
Does not seem practical whatsoever.
No, that's actually half the point. The least practical outfits usually mean you have the most money.
Okay.
So, and look at all these. Look, there's buttons over here. They don't even do anything. They're just fucking buttons, man. I don't know, but it works for some reason.
Okay. But does it have to be cut so low?
Yes. Okay. That's the honey in the honey pot.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys all gather, except for Charlie, who's going to spend most of her day in the library. The three of you are back at the Golden Goblin.
Thanks, let me practice. Zor.
Yeah,
How
show
do you
Zor
do?
what you learned.
Now please do the thing with my glaive, please, and thank you.
Oh, the thing. Yeah.
He says you do the thing.
I thought that maybe you could. She was in the market for a glaive, and this is what we came up with for regular use. But I told her that you could probably manage something.
Oh, you
far
want a
more
glaive?
spectacular.
Yeah, I could get you a glaive. Like, I could get you a glaive by like 3 o'clock.
I mean, I've got this shitty one now that's like jingling keys. It is rather nice and pretty, a little bit. I might have to use it in an act later. But it doesn't cut as well as my usual glaive. And there were some really pretty ones in the shop, but they were very expensive.
And this is piquing Zor's interest. So now he like suddenly went into
Like
went
some of them
into
had the
horse
little
mode.
things that curl in, and she like extends her claws to like kind of demonstrate the curling in spikes, and like, and then there was this thing that had like 3 points on it. I didn't know what the fuck it was, but it looked cool.
Kind of like, yeah, I know it's probably a little bit more than you can handle, Zor. I know it's a lot to ask, and I hate to put you out so much, but because the ones at the shop, they were so good looking, and like she really had her heart set on some of those. But I told her maybe she should let you have a shot at it first.
You've seen my work.
The most superior.
What shop are you even talking about? Who is this shop? I don't know shop. Who is this?
This guy named Preston. He was like how do you describe him, Banks?
He was like a child accountant decided to dress up as a blacksmith for but his skills, I'm just telling you, I don't know if he makes this stuff himself or if he farmed it out, but these glaives, I gotta tell you, there was the one with the hooks and the claws and the fangs. It was
Okay. Hooks, claws, things.
fangs.
Fangs. Hooks, claws, fangs. What else? I need to get all of this in there.
There was the one that had like 3 points, but I just
3
thought it
points.
looked. Well, it was okay, but I like just the glaive because that's what I'm used to, and it has to balance real nice. Like I have to be able to like not have my usual weight on the end of it, because usually I have to sometimes keep a practice weight on there just so it's a little extra heavy.
Balance. Practice weight, yes. And he's like mentally jotting all this down. So Zor's definitely going to attempt to craft this amazing work of art and just blow the kitty socks off of Soul here.
So you're going to do it?
I think I can make a glaive for you.
All right. How much can I lift, DM?
How much can you lift?
Yeah, it's like 15 times my strength.
I think
Score?
so, yes.
So
Yes.
13 times 15. I suck at math.
13 times 15 is...
I'm an accountant now. It's like 3,500.
15?
Yeah.
13 times 15 is 195.
195.
That's enough
Sorry,
of
man.
one Zor, right?
Definitely.
I'm gonna pick him up in a bear hug. It's like just going.
Oh!
Thank you. Still holding.
You're lucky I've got the constitution for this.
What is?
Real lucky.
She's still hanging on. She's not like squeezing his heart, but she's still holding.
He's just kind of dangling there. His little
Like-
dwarf legs are way off the ground. You know, he's not good at heights. yeah. I mean,
Still holding.
his legs are not that long. Look, do you want me to get started on this or what?
Oh, right. I am so sorry. I forgot you were small.
Thanks. And he'll kind of like. I think he definitely got some of your fur in his mouth, and that. Which he's
That's
got a
actually
big
a
beard.
sign of
He's
affection
used
where
to
we come
that.
from.
Yeah. Getting fur in his mouth is kind of a big deal because, you know, he's He's got a huge beard. That's
Okay. I like
What
that.
do you
yeah.
need?
So yeah, what do I need? I need all I need is enough metal to make this thing. That's it.
Okay. Where do you
So,
get the metal?
I mean, I can make it out of any metal. It just has to be roughly the same amount that it would take to make something. By roughly, I mean exactly the same amount that it would take to make something.
Yeah, you would need.
I mean, can you use the metal from the one I just bought?
Yeah. Yeah, and if we had to throw in a little coins to make it a little better, then fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's any metal. We could grab that candlestick over there if you want.
That is not ours.
Well, I mean, you're right. Never mind on the candlestick.
Okay. So are you looking to modify the glaive or melt it down to bare materials and reforge a new glaive?
So this one that she got is not the one with the 3 spikes, the claws, the fangs.
No.
No. Yeah, we're gonna melt this down and make a
Okay.
make a new version with all of the features, all of the listed perks,
All right.
at least in appearance.
Okay. Do you wish to head to the smith to start melting this down?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, we'll do that.
You can
Get-
head to
Gonna
Mr.
get my craft on.
Yeah. Okay. You can get there, and I believe you and Mr. Strong came with a agreement that he would let you use his smith, his forge
Okay.
and such. So please, let's see. Click on the smith tools in your equipment, and let's see how well you can melt down this material.
Yeah. What do you want me to? I have equipped, proficient, and 1 action for.
Yeah, just click on the actual icon and it should roll. Oh, that's good. Oh, we accidentally just killed Charlie though.
Ah! Like that would like literally permakill me like 3 times over.
I just fixed
With
you.
my smith tools.
I just
No
fixed you.
problem.
Nice. We just for everybody at home, you want to
Oh yes.
explain the crafting rules?
Yes. For my wonderful campaign, I have a nice homebrew crafting
Yeah.
system.
Awesome, actually.
It is, thank you. It's a D100 Sweet Spot 50, which means you roll a D100 and you use your proficiency modifier to either get closer to 50 as you can. With Zor's roll of 56, he has a plus or minus 4, because with Smith Tools it's strength and your proficiency bonus, so he can bring that down to a 52, which is basically almost right there on the money, which will let him to have a superior amount of metal ingots to craft to turn into a glaive. I'm very much a big fan of players creating their own items and being very flexible with how that is. So he just made this well elegant. And this ingot, you have 6 pounds of metal, and this is a superior quality because it is also broken down to 3 tiers: superior, normal, or subpar. The closer you are to 50, it's going to be superior, then normal, then subpar. The superior ingot would give you a flat bonus in addition to your proficiency modifying roll of +5. So you actually have more, since the quality or the scag has been removed, you're able to refine this metal down and remove all the impurities from it. In order, so when you make this weapon with this ingot, it will be a higher quality because you have refined it.
craftsmanship.
Yes. And you may start the process of crafting this glaive. Now, do you wish us to do a plain glaive? Do we have any items to add to this item?
Oh, do we? Group? I am amongst the group. Can we discuss this?
You're amongst everyone except for Charlie, but yes.
Right. So what
do
else
we
can we
have?
throw in here? Because, we could spice it up a bit.
I don't know what you mean by spicing it up.
Well, you add spices, and it brings it up.
I don't cook though.
Oh, well, means it's a good thing. So,
you can hold off to perhaps you do get some unique items, or you could make it now.
do we have we do have a group inventory, don't we?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of items in the group inventory.
We could
The
throw
only
a
thing
couple
I got-
crossbows in there, maybe a scimitar. I do have this like lock of unicorn hair.
All
I don't know what it would do, but
I do have some.
I got some potatoes.
I've got a little bit of these god hops, but I think you want that for your vodka.
Oh,
your potato vodka.
the god goo. Yeah.
Yeah, got some of this god goo here. I had thought maybe. I don't know, like, if this is more in the realm of like a tinker, but like of maybe having like some kind of a tube near the end of the glaive that we could like a net launcher.
That
Net
would be
launcher
more
attachment.
tinkering.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that would
Well,
be.
I need to go to tinker school.
Yeah, that would be more tinker based if you want to make like a net shooting glaive.
Then yeah,
Well,
I
I'd le-
think
I think this is really up to Saul. Like I could make this for you now, or
I mean, Charlie's
We could
really
wait.
good about smart people things, so maybe
we could wait to spice it up if we get some spices. I don't know if we'll get some spices, but we might.
okay.
It's up to you.
At this
It's
point,
it's gonna come out real nice no matter what. But it could be a little nicer.
I will go with what you think is best.
I'm going with what you think is best, really.
Well, I mean, like Banks said,
Yeah, like
Probably-
Banks said. Banks, what's best?
I say let's just make a solid glaive right now, a functional glaive, and we can worry about zhuzhing it up later.
Fair enough. I could always make another, right?
Yeah,
that is
I mean,
true.
Okay, then go ahead.
All right, we'll go for it.
Go ahead and give me another Smith check, please. Okay, so you can. So it's plus or minus 9, which brings you down to 61. Unfortunately, a 61 is still in the normal range. However,
that would be 57.
oh, 57. Math is hard. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a 61.
Oh, yeah.
It was 61.
57.
And then it's minus another 5, which then is 56. Right? Yeah. Math hard. Fortunately, 56 is still outside the range of Superior. But you are able to give it these. This glaive blade has on the tip of the sharp side has like these 3 little hooks, then fangs, and like spears that you're able to turn into looking a little bit more badass and not so like car keys jangling to it. You actually took like the rings and like melted them down and made like them into like this more jagged spikes along the bladed edge of this glaive. And I'll go and change your jingle glaive to
Jingle glaive.
yeah. I gave her a glaive that said jingle glaive.
Yeah, it's the jangle glaive.
What would you like to call this glaive, Zor? Do you have a name in mind?
This is gonna be Saul's Claw.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Boom. And it has been made. I would say this process of smelting it down and reforging it has taken up a good chunk of hours. To the point that Charlie is finished and completed her transcribing of the scrolls. And it's a good hour till you were supposed to meet with Mr. True Anvil about your mission. You guys all can gather at the tavern.
Yeah, I'll go back to the tavern, but on the way, I kind of want to make like a shortcut, or not a shortcut, but like a long cut, if you will.
A little detour. Okay.
Yeah, detour, that's what they're called. I want to go past that mural of Astra that
Okay.
I wrote over yesterday, and I want to see if like it's still up or if somebody's covered it up by now. Because what I did was kind of sacrilege.
It is still up, though the fuck Omar part has been changed to
What's it say now?
Disregard Omar.
yeah.
It's just got that like weird paint patch that doesn't match the wall, like like someone covered the graffiti, but the color matching was not
Tone
quite
doesn't
there.
Still pretty much.
Basically, it looks like where the fuck it's kind of been whited out, and in place it says new. And
So don't fuck Omar then.
Yeah. And you see,
Well, can I fuck
You
the
can
new
fuck new
Omar?
armor. Yeah.
I mean,
and there are
You can certainly try.
and there is several small like offerings and like incenses that have been either still burning or have burnt out, and just the ashes remained of respectful tributes to Astra, the new Omar, the goddess of the grove. I guess
I'm
name
going-
pending.
I'm going to like probably stand there and just look at it for a while and like it's like kind of bittersweet, I guess. Like Charlie's trying to be like accepting of it and like what happened and stuff, but like she's still very upset that like everybody's taking it so lightly of like, oh well, this is just how it is, you know, it's no big deal, whatever, stuff like that. And so like she's still pretty upset, but like she does think that it's kind of beautiful, like what people are doing for Astra. They're not like, you know, so she's gonna like kind of go digging around in her little bag, and she's going to pull out
Another thesis.
here is my report that I wrote for you, Astra, about how your eyes perfectly complement your hair. No, she's gonna pull out she's gonna which is weird because like I want to keep this, but she wants to keep it. So she's gonna pull out the little queen chest piece that Zor carved last night and set that down in the little offerings area.
Okay. As you set it down, please give me a perception check.
I'm gonna have Theo give me the help.
Okay. As you're placing down, you hear there's a small crowd, people are walking by, and as you pass it down, you hear whispers. It's Charlie. She was with her. With who? When it happened.
I'm just gonna pretend I don't hear them. I'm just kind of like, I'm kneeling down in front of it right now, and I'm just kind of like, I placed it down, and I'm like looking up at the mural and stuff, and like, I wish this was a more private place, but like, obviously it's not. It's the middle of the fucking street. But she just kind of like, she's never really been super like into the gods or anything, but like this is the first time I guess that she's really thought that she might possibly be able to believe in something, I guess, because it's somebody that she already believed in. And so she just kind of like sits there and like for the first time in her life tries to pray, but like it's not necessarily like a prayer or anything. It's basically her just like trying to talk to Astra more or less in her head, just about like, you know, I'm sorry I wasn't fast enough to save you. I'm sorry that this happened. I'm sorry that I played a part in what happened to you. Like, I'm sorry that I couldn't protect you. Like, stuff like that.
Okay. You kneel there for a few moments praying. And when you get up and you turn around to walk away, you see a very small and young elven child, female, elven girl, with look at this in her hand clutching a bouquet of wildflowers. And she goes, "Excuse me, Miss Charlie.
Yes.
She like hands you the bouquet. Like, can you give these to Astra? We want to make sure, like, she's still gonna give us the blessing."
Charlie like kind of gives this kid like a like sad smile, kind of, and is just like, it kind of like pats their head, and she takes the flowers from them, and she's like, well, she did promise me that she would make it come true for all of us, and she's in a better position now than she has ever been to make something happen.
These yours.
Fear not, little one. It'll be all right.
Thank you.
And I kind of like did this kid want me to like actually give Astra flowers or like put them down with the offerings?
It's not clear.
Okay. I'll kind of like turn back to the offerings and stuff like that, and I'll put down the bouquet like right next to my little chess piece that I set down. And I'm going to keep one of the flowers for myself, and I'm gonna just kind of like tuck it behind my ear.
As you tuck the flower behind the ear, you hear gasps. As the flowers you place down start to bury down into the ground. Start to take root and grow. All around the little queen's piece.
Oh. Charlie just kind of like stands back and like watches this. Like, well, that's not explainable by logical things, I suppose. She'll just kind of, I guess, while everybody's like distracted with this whole whatever just happened, she'll take that as like a moment to kind of like slip away from all of it.
Okay. People slip away and they give you space to kind of, not in fear but in reverence. And you can make your way back to the Golden Goblin. So, as you all have returned, about an hour to spare, a little less than an hour to spare, to your quest to help True Anvil and Zor deliver this mysterious package to a lovely Miss Jenna Fairy Pants.
God, I love it so much. I just...
Miss Fairy Pants needs her package. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what it is, but it apparently vibrated and it's got 6 speeds.
Oh.
Oh, don't shake that box.
What's in the
Security
box?
protocol is that we
Indeed.
do not assign ownership. It is.
What's in the box?
As you guys all together, Mr. Trammer hands you basically what like a small, it's hard to tell what's in the box, but it's actually inside like a leather burlap sack.
Told you.
But you actually hold it and you actually feel there's a box inside the bag. It's just kind of like,
Discreet packaging.
yeah. Says, here you go. Just you walk out the western area. There's a little, like on your first thing on your right, there's a small little path that goes to a little opening, little like clearing in the woods. Should be waiting for you there. And like, he grabs you by the form. Do not open it and do not lose it.
I kind of like when he's talking about that, I kind of like lean over to Banks and I'm like, is it just me, or every time he says don't open it, you just want to open it more?
God, I know. Whatever you do, don't let me touch that fucking box. I don't think I can help myself. just I'm gonna be watching Zor like a fucking hungry, like just like in the cartoon where he's like starts to look like a cheeseburger. I'm just like following behind him, like.
Is there anything you guys wish to do before heading out?
Charlie, did
Are
you
we,
see my new glaive?
No, Zor.
Your new glaive?
What do we?
It's a new glaive.
Oh, like I'll see it. I'm like, oh, this is really nice.
Zor
Where'd you
made
get this?
it.
Zor made it?
And he was
come
I
on.
think he was halfway sober making it.
Nah,
Really?
nah,
Oh my goodness.
nah.
Never thought I'd see the day.
It was
You
nothing.
won't.
You won't. He's right. He knows
Fair
me.
enough.
But you did not drink as bad of booze. Was that just the smell of the forge?
I drink the good stuff, actually. It's less noticeable.
Ah.
The bad stuff, real evident.
The stuff with mint in it in the mornings.
Yeah.
What the-
Smells like toothpaste.
peppermint
I mean, it
schnapps.
is toothpaste.
No, he just drinks mouthwash.
That's deep. Zor would absolutely drink the mouthwash. He might spit most of it back out, but there's definitely a little swallow going on there.
Oh my god.
All right.
Are we?
Zor definitely swallows.
Yeah, toothpaste. Are we at all in any bit of privacy here? Because it's nighttime. Are we leaving now? Is it nighttime?
It's not nighttime yet. You have another
It's not
hour.
nighttime yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we leaving immediately to go deliver this package, or are we waiting till the cover of darkness?
Yeah.
You tell us, Captain.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't ever get to be captain. This is
This is your This is your
hard.
special mission.
This is hard work. I'm definitely a follower. Yeah, so what Zor wants to do is he's just gonna he wants to go back to his room with the package
Okay.
and wait till night, and wants to try
You want some
and
private
not-
time with the package?
I mean, guys,
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
no, I need you to be a part of this.
Oh.
So he's gonna take the package and the crew back to his room or
Oh.
shared rooms, because that's kind of not clear to Bo right now whether he shares a room or not. But
You have your own room.
I think we're we're bunked up now.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We got the whole like sock on the door handle thing. Like sock on the door handle, don't come in.
There's just always a sock on the door handle.
Always, we go in anyway. So I kind of I'm gonna reach out to the door.
I have no
handle
idea
with
what that
the sock
means.
on it and open the door and lead everyone inside. Don't mind the sock.
It's like, why do you keep a sock on the door handle?
I'm gonna set this package off the table
Okay.
in front of everyone, and I'm gonna cast Identify on it and try and see if see what's going on with it if I can.
Unfortunately, it's two issues.
Oh,
One issue, you don't have, as far as I know, you don't have a pull worth 100 GP on yourself.
I don't.
Well, you don't.
I
You
will
don't.
hand
But
Zor my pearl.
Charlie does.
Charlie does. Also, identify, you have to, I believe, let me double check before I open my mouth.
Yes.
You need to actually touch the item. So
Wait, do you have Identify as a... I thought Identify wasn't a cleric spell.
he gets
Is
it because of his domain.
Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't know if it
it's
was...
Forge domain.
I didn't know that was a...
So thank you,
Yeah.
DM, for
Yeah.
clarifying for me.
And also identify, you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. So you will
Okay.
be casting Identify on the box.
The box. On the box, yeah.
And since you know the spell, you would know
Yeah.
how the spell works. So,
Right.
So you can
Okay.
cast Identify on the box if you want. Just will not tell you the what's inside the box.
All right, give me the pearl, girl.
Okay.
All right, I'll hand you
Give
the
me
pearl.
the pearl.
Yeah.
Thanks. And he'll wink.
Something
Pins
in your
are
eye, guys?
scratching.
So he's gonna do this extremely like elaborate holding of the pearl and the other hand over the box, and he's putting on a show here because he doesn't actually need to do any of that, but just what's in the box? What's in the box?
After a few,
And yeah, it goes.
the Identify spell does reveal that this box is magical by the fact that it is enchanted with a trap-like spell. Something similar to alarm, but not so. Basically, whoever puts their hand inside this box, their hand would glow with a command word. So that's what Identify tells you about the box. Does that tell you what's inside
Did
the
it-
box?
It has say that again about the command word. Sorry.
Actually, Yes, it does tell you. The command word is thief.
Thief.
So, if basically those who know about spells say the word thief around, any hand that goes inside this box would then glow.
So we've got like explosive dye powder.
Basically.
Arcana
dye powder.
arcane dye packs.
Basically.
During Zora's whole casting of that thing, Charlie's just like rolls her eyes because she's like, oh my god, this is so over the top. And like, she's like, whenever I cast Identify, I literally just sit there and look at the item. Like, this is unneeded. So she takes out her spell book and she starts like ritual casting Detect Magic, because that's usually her order of operations too. Is
Okay.
she would detect magic, and then if she did detect magic, she would identify. So she's like, whatever. So I'll do it.
Okay.
Like these young kids, they
Yeah.
don't understand the flourish.
Am I the oldest one here, actually?
He doesn't care. He thinks you're like, you obviously like are smoother than he
How
is.
do you know? I am 140 years old.
Okay. Interesting enough. Let me double check. Everything's right and kosher in the DM mode. You detect no magic coming from this box. Please. You do detect magic from Bo. Magic that you haven't sensed before around Bo.
Like what on him specifically, or is it just him in general?
There's something on him. In his bag.
In his bag?
Yes. And when you focus on it, it is a divination magic. Let me double check. Divination, make sure I'm 100% right.
So.
I don't want to sidetrack anything, but I just found something in my inventory, and I'm not sure if it should be here. I found a scroll, a spell scroll of bless. Is that one of the ones that Charlie?
Yeah, ignore that. I was messing with macro commands for when Bo gives out bless.
Oh, okay. Should I just leave that in there then?
You just leave that in there. But yes, it is a bit of divination magic.
And it's something that I haven't detected on him. I don't think I've cast detect magic around him before.
Okay, that might be true. So he does have a bit of divination.
Okay. Can I like? I guess that kind of confuses me a little bit, and so like I'll look back at the box and like, does it appear in any way that the box was tampered with at this point? Like,
give me an Arcana check, Charlie.
Okay. Could have been better.
As you're looking at this and you pay close attention, you realize this box is made out of lead.
Oh.
And lead is one of the substances that
Yeah.
detection spells don't work on.
Yeah. Okay.
So it can't be detected, but identify will work because you're actually kind of holding it. It's one of those weird.
Yeah. I'm going to I assume that like this all happens while Zora is still putting on
Yeah.
like a big show for some reason, and like, so you're just like, oh yeah, you know, power, and then Charlie just kind of like snaps her book closed, and she's just like, well, the box is made out of lead, so I can't tell if there's anything magical inside of it, but because it is made out of lead, I am led to believe that there is something magical.
Led to believe.
That was a happy accident.
Led to believe.
And secondly, Zora, do you have anything magical on you?
Ah. He's Just gonna reach for his flask
No, that's not it.
and take a drink.
Specifically in your bag, and why are you being so
I don't know. I got
avoiding of it?
I got this unicorn hair. What do you think?
It's not the unicorn hair, right?
Yeah,
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also got this handful of god
I'll
bolts.
just kind of pull out the clump of hair and like hold it up and like,
Yeah. You put up and have
what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, because
Is it like
tech
glowing
magic.
to her?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
tech magic lasts like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, I didn't know that it had any sort of specific magical properties, I guess. And so, like,
Good, tell me about it. Here, and I'll just
Can
kind of
I-
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll
take one strand of the hair and
It reminds you, because you
And
did
hand it over.
cast, I believe, Identify on the horn.
Yeah.
This goes back to part of homebrew crafting, is that some items from some creatures are like magical light to help you guys kind of like filter out, like, could this thing be used to give a magical property or do a magical
Crafting
thing?
component.
Oh, so it could be used in,
Yeah.
like, magical crafting or just crafting in general?
Yes, both.
Okay.
yes.
Basically,
Because
using this
I
material
think,
could give some special property.
yeah. I'm thinking me and Zor might do some, like, cool collab work with our crafting because I'm, like, a magical crafter and you're, like, a weapons crafter. And I'm like,
Shit.
let's team up, yo.
About to drop that fresh ass mixtape.
Yeah, you could like wipe the magic all over one of my weapons.
It's a little bit more intricate than that, but yeah, sure. But yeah, I'll kind of like look at the unicorn hair and I'm like, interesting. It looks like this might be of use. Good call grabbing it.
Okay. You guys wish to do anything else with this box? Do you try to open the lock?
I'll take the hair back and put it in my clump
Okay.
and stow it away in my bag. Look, I don't think it's a good idea that we go in this box. Probably not as is.
I would like to know what is in the box.
I mean, if we deliver it to the person, we can always ask them to open the box. If it's meant for them.
We could convince them to open the box. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, they're going to open the box anyway. Why not do it in front of us?
Didn't say
can
that
lie.
it wouldn't make sense to anybody but who it was intended for.
I was gonna say we could lie and say that we were requested to stay to make sure that it had gotten there safely, and to do so it would have to be opened by the recipient, and we are there to make sure that nothing went awry on the way.
Absolutely. Where it's just quality assurance, really. And we're there and we, that way we could take the message back from the recipient that all's good, nothing damaged in the travel.
So I suppose we should start out soon.
Okay. You guys.
So little group powwow. We're gonna wait. Right? We're not opening this box now.
Not right now, and we are not going to open it.
Captain Zor says
Don't call me that.
otherwise.
Don't
because
call me that.
This is, Commander Zor.
Much better.
Commander Zor is, this is his mission. He has been placed in charge of this box, and I dare not open it without his permission.
He's just tickled pink that you're talking like this right now. But his face is very much...
Since when did we go from referring to this as a package to referring to it as a box? Because I quite prefer the other terminology.
Listen, it's on it's a spectrum. Let me explain it to you.
He likes the
Sometime.
package.
Yes, I do find it quite comical. The opportunity for jokes, that is.
Package, box. I mean, are they really that different? Absolutely they are. Absolutely they are.
Like they're definitely different things, yes. Wait, are you talking about what I think you're talking about, or are we talking about actual packages and boxes?
I'll just refer to the thing on the table. Like, what do you take me for?
I still have no idea what they're talking about packages and boxes being different but the same.
I just kind of like look over at her and I'm like, a package is a dick, and a box is, well,
You can say dick. You can.
yeah.
Let's
Charlie's
go.
got no problem saying dick.
That's what Dracos meant by a fun box.
Let's go.
Exactly, yes.
I think it's time. Oh, look at that! The sun's gone down.
Yeah. Zor, you're just seeing him start to sweat now. This is the red face is coming out.
Oh gosh.
Alright.
Yeah, we should go before this gets any further.
And as you guys leave the city of Leanthus, the sun is slowly setting. By the time you get to the rendezvous point, it is a bit dark. However, you do see a small figure in the distance holding a torch. And let's make sure we activate. And then let's go to the right scene. You see out ahead a small figure in a tan cloak holding a torch. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'll just go forward with the box.
Just gonna push the door out front.
But I will stop on the edge of the firelight.
Hi there. Oh, so nice to see a
And I'm
fellow.
Say, well, I brought the item. Did you bring the payment?
Yes, I did. She takes a step forward. Just curious, was there any issue with a thief? And she kind of like quickly looks at everyone's hands. Oh,
It just holds up her hands.
What do her pants look like?
Do they look like fairy pants? Is this the right person?
Are they a gnome with fairy pants?
She is a gnome. She is an elderly gnome, though, who's clear sign of wrinkles. And it has what was black hair that's kind of like been speckled with like gray streaks in it every so often. Wearing a tan cloak covering her clean-studded leather armor, and a with tan leggings that have like tassels along the seams. Says, if you can just hand it over, I'll be on my way. And she has like a small coin purse out.
going to say to her, we've been tasked with the delivery of this object, and we were asked to stay to oversee the opening of the box to assure that nothing went awry.
Yes, that.
Okay. Just checking something. It should do it automatically. Hopefully.
I guess me and Zor are in the wrong
This
spots
lighting effect
on the
is
overlay,
phenomenal.
by the way.
Oh, what about?
Yeah, it is.
About what?
Me
The
and
lighting
Zor
effect.
Lighting
are...
effect.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Lucy and I are in the wrong
yeah.
spots on the.
I'm Zor now.
Oh, how does that?
On the overlay, yeah.
Okay, I can fix that. Oh, that's not that one. Oop. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Boom. Easy fix.